Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry if I'm a bit late compared to everyone else.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Okay.
You're fine with UA stuff, right? If I use like a UA feat.
Probably. Which one were you thinking of?
Up Poisoner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So, what are we thinking? Like, what is everybody doing,
Right.
character
Uh,
wise? Or are we going to figure that out soon enough?
Um,
yeah, you can say. You can say.
I'm a bard.
Yeah, bard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am a moon druid.
wow. Well, I am a blood hunter. So I'm obviously going to be the edgiest out of all of us.
I'm not so
Well,
sure about that.
Alright, I know. I was kidding. I'm not edgy. Why would I ever heckin' be edgy?
why would the blood hunter ever be edgy?
All I do is cut myself to use magic.
Oh.
That's not edgy at all.
Hmm.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, you do get to start with some magic items, which is always nice and to be fun.
Is that so?
Yes.
Heck yeah, magic.
I'm magic.
I know you're magic.
A sapphire ring of sending.
That's definitely might be circumstantially useful. Okay.
So are these like two options?
No, you get
Or
both. You get one
oh,
weapon
you
of
get
your
both.
choice that's +1, and you get a kind of identifying ring that lets you send messages.
Wow.
One weapon of your choice. Of course, I am the class with the crappiest weapon proficiency list.
It
Are you
can't
sure?
be metal.
Yeah. I'm surprised I get a scimitar at all.
And maybe it's wood. It's like Minecraft. You craft wood first.
The wooden scimitar.
Uh, Andrew,
Yes.
instead of having a +1 weapon, could I have a +1 shield?
Sure.
I'm
Cool.
happy.
Yeah, no, because that makes sense because it's more the idea for conveying that is arsenal feeling, like they have means and weapons, and so yeah, shield is totally in there.
I mean, I would +1, my constrictor snake form if I could, but I believe that's impossible.
I've got a +1. This one animal form of mine took some steroids before I learned it.
My physical being is +1.
Oh, that's
I am
interesting.
uncommon. I mean, maybe if I was Warforged.
That
Damn,
actually
I really don't want to use a rapier, but it's why is it the only good finesse weapon?
Who needs finesse? Ha ha! Just kill everything. Kill it all.
Quickly change your bard to a Kensei monk and just have a finesse longsword. What else? I am forgetting something. I know it.
Okay. So I guess since we're getting pretty much here to start, does anyone have questions before stuff happens?
Well, we're all part of this order.
Mhm.
Did you post anything about the backstory of this order, or did I miss that in some kind of folder?
No, you are correct in that I have not.
All right.
Mostly because it's a relatively new occurrence, and they have a lot of fingers and a lot of pies, if you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of hard to nail down exactly what they're going for. One of the primary reasons that they were started was because They were started almost as a refugee organization to protect Dragonborn after several of them started disappearing across the continents. And so that was one of the original starts, and as such, they've kind of grown larger and larger into much more of a full-scaled operation. And they currently reside in their own temporal manifold, and so they have their own kind of pocket dimension.
Understandable.
Yeah, they found people with good connections.
Connection. Someday you'll find it. Rainbow connection.
Well, I can do probably a little bit more of a full write-up, I guess, for next time, but that's a good general gist of...
Good general gist.
Or at least a decent...
I am the most styled out Furbolg druid in history. I have fine clothes, 2 shiny rings, one a signet, the other a sapphire ring. And I have 25 gold. That's probably the most gold a Furbolg druid has ever had at one point. In one.
Bro,
Are you like a Furbolg pimp or something?
Yeah.
I'm the noble background.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I could arrange it if I want.
That'd be funny.
I need to choose spells, then I'll be fine. That'll be good.
Okay, so I suppose the first order of business is, what would you guys like to do? Right now, I'm willing to say that you are kind of on your own within their within the sanctum. So you have basically free reign of what's available.
Right?
I know I posted a couple of missions that are available if you're interested in taking them. They do have a teleportation circle here that you are free to use. They recommend going to some of their pre-established strongholds just for safety's sake. Yes.
Missing
suppose-
vessel.
I suppose a good starting point would be at the job board. Is there like a big job board, or do they just hand them out to people?
Well, we have the missions.
Yeah, jobs are usually a little bit more...
No, I mean like where these missions are posted.
They're not technically posted, but you can kind of talk to
I can
people, and it's more via...
It's more of a general. I guess it's just a mission in the sense that people are talking about this.
Exactly, yeah. It's much more gained via like an osmosis rather than it is posted. So you can always talk to higher ups and say, hey, I want to go on this mission. And so this is just my way of putting it out to you and saying, hey, this is what's available at this time, so I don't have to come up with 50 NPCs gossiping about things.
That's fine.
Just makes it a little bit more convenient.
Just a bit more convenient. All right. Well, let's see what we have here.
I was trying to get it out earlier, but I'm sorry I didn't. I was trying to kind of put it almost a little bit more in tune with what the order would actually know, because I've got a lot more information about these, as I'm sure you're not surprised.
Yeah. All right. So let's think. What would be a good place to start? Perhaps drinking tea, or coffee, or beer.
They have
5
all of
o'clock
them.
somewhere. I will have a coffee beer. It's counterproductive in both ways.
Quite literally. Chemicals, stimulant and depressant.
Yes.
Yeah.
This way I just feel average.
It's gonna run you about a couple silver. So yeah.
That's right. I have no money because my background doesn't give me any money.
No money?
No money at all.
But it is like the best background because you get like so many items.
What
What's
is it?
What's his background?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm sorry.
Not
Okay,
gonna tell
okay,
you.
fine.
I like to keep this stuff secret. It's fun.
Oh damn! If only I knew the background that gave me no money.
All right. Well, then I'll just gather some water from one of the fountains. I'm sure nobody will mind.
No, not at all.
No. All right.
Well, there is one fountain where they would mind, but but you would know that, and so
I would know not to go to the holy fountain of
Yeah.
fountain.
yeah.
I'm not too sure. I'm more new here, so I'm looking to up my game with some proper adventuring.
hmm
That includes, first of all, finding out what I might be able to uh, accomplish while here. Of course, I've been hearing about all of these jobs and whatnot. Maybe I can find some fellows who could assist me on these journeys. I guess I'll look around for some people who look free, or at least up for adventure.
You're kind of in like a tavern-esque area where,
Yeah.
yeah, you've got lots of people just kind of coming in and out all the time. Wide variety. A majority of the population, as you'd probably expect, would be dragonborn, but there are elves, humans occasionally. Some people who are showing off who they are. Some people who are very much reserved. It's a wide variety of individuals. Yeah.
I'll stand by the wall and take a look at everyone. Just scan the area, and keep quiet for now.
All
If
right.
anybody else wants to do anything.
Um, I just kind of want to lean up against the wall and start playing my panpipes, waiting for other people.
Nice. Yeah. Similar area or different?
Yeah, same area. I'm just
Okay.
following them around, just waiting around.
Hello there. You quite the musical accompaniment. I did not think they had live-in entertainment.
I just stop playing and just stare at them.
Was I incorrect? Are you not employed as a music boy?
No, I'm not
Oh.
the music boy.
Ah. Well then, are you perhaps one for adventure?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Well, I've been hearing about all these things going on. Mostly only three that have caught my eye. Have you heard the same tales? Some things of a sunken ship. I'm not too sure what. Knights of Saint Asteria. Ooh, that's a weird one. I'm not too sure if I'm familiar with them, but
Saint Astaria is kind of a. She's known all around. It's all about. She's kind of all about protection of innocence and youth. Yeah, it's. You probably wouldn't have followed her or really cared that much about that kind her message. So.
not yet. Nah, probably not in my days. Not something that I have much known for.
Though you would probably know that. Actually, would you? Yeah. Roll me a history check.
Ooh,
First
All
roll of
right.
the game.
First roll of the game. Let's see if I know anything about history. I'm decent at history. Oh, should I just roll it with my real dice?
Sure. I trust you.
All right. All right, let's roll a d20 and see what we get. Ooh, 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay, yeah, you would definitely know that I forget how I phrased it in there. That one of the largest buildings on the continent, or at least the one that you're from, is a cathedral dedicated to this saint, and it's currently being organized and ran by the former staff sorcerer of the Empire.
Oh. I have heard of them. Yes, so these knights are quite interesting. I don't know too much about them, but I've heard of them, so that means that they must be a big deal. The beacon signal has been intercepted within the Vain Serpent's Cove. Have you heard of such a place? I asked the bard.
It's basically like the Marianas Trench. It's a very deep part of the ocean.
Well then, perhaps that'd be an interesting thing to check out. But you're saying it's like Maria's Trench. Does that mean they found the beacon signal from within the trench, or?
Kind of in that general area. It's
like in the area, but not like underwater or something like that.
Right. That was its point of origin, and so they were able to tap both ends, and so they kind of have a general idea of where it came from and where it went.
All right then.
Sorry if I'm stepping on anyone's feet with lore.
No, it's fine. I'll enjoy knowing lore. Better than knowing nothing. So perhaps we can all go on this adventure to the Vain Serpent's Cove. Would you care to join me, Bard Man? Or Bard Boy? I don't know. Bard Person?
Just call me Zav. I'm fine. I have nothing better to do.
Alright. Hooray!
Jackson,
Yeah?
Jackson, as you're saying this to him, you can see just kind of past his head by the door, there is the head of a giant goat sticking through looking at you, and right above it is the head of a furbolg, and they're both just watching you as you're saying this.
There's...
Just surrounded by goats.
That is interesting. There is a big goat. A giant goat. I say out loud and walk over to the goat and furbolg. Hello there.
Hello.
Are you perhaps interested in my tales of missiony?
I have
variety?
been listening to what you've been saying. I've been looking for work to do.
Work
Count
to
me
do?
in.
Well, I've heard such tales from the Vain Serpent's Cove, so perhaps that would be interesting to visit. I do not know too much about the area. I'm from a certain place.
There's water.
Oh yes, obviously there's water. I've heard that much.
I'm a druid, I know this.
Yeah. Yes.
There's fish.
Yes, there's most likely fish that you'll be able to interact with. That is good for
Norboros,
you.
pleased to meet you. I hold out my big furry hand.
I'm sorry, say again?
Norboros.
Norboros. Well, my name is Vence von Blastpin.
That is much longer.
Yes, it is much longer, because I have two names. Technically three if you include the Von, but that's not really a name.
I got this name about 1 week ago.
Really? What were you
Yes.
called before then?
Nothing. My
Wow.
people do not use names. I have taken this name to better interact with the populace.
So you've stolen it?
No, I made it up.
That is much better. All right. Now what about you? Do you have a name, Bard? Or should we call you Bard?
I said you should call me Zav.
Oh, Zav. I'm sorry. I did not quite hear you at first. So Zav, Norboros, and Vence. That's quite a duo. Triple duo.
Trio.
Trio!
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Thank you, random voice from across the tavern.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I like that. So,
Oh, yeah. I'll type my name out.
oh yeah. That'd be a good idea, actually, to type my name out. So everybody knows my name. So
Yeah,
we can be...
name's always the hardest part for me, and then when I look up furbolgs and I see that they don't have names and just choose random elven names, that really kind of sent me down a crazy path.
a rabbit hole. Now, I've heard a tale of this, how do you say, Vein Serpent's Cove. Apparently, the nearest point of transportation would be in the Pamas region. Am I saying that correctly, Pamas?
Yep.
So if we were to transport to the safe house there, we'd be able to make it to the Pamas region.
Pumice.
Or to the Vein Serpent's Cove, perhaps.
Yep.
Do you know much about how transportation works in this Citadel sanctum?
Are you talking to me or to them?
I'm talking to them.
Okay.
Like-
I've transported myself on the goat this whole time.
On the goat.
Mhm.
I wonder by I heard there teleportation magics that get you to other places, but I've never used them.
I suppose we must try to use them at some point. Perhaps on our journey there, because I'm not too sure how else you would get there. I don't really know where where we're located on the continent or whatever, probably another dimension. So we could try finding out. Let's try finding transportation circles, maybe.
Okay.
Makes sense.
You're able to kind of go out, kind of look around. There are tons of other people walking around, and you can kind of ask around a little bit, and they'll point you in different directions. And so it takes you a little bit, but eventually you find it. Find like this large, almost stone-hewn room with silver and sapphire kind of inlaid onto the ground, and with large carvings. And this would definitely fit the descriptions that you at least have in your mind of teleportation and transportation circles. There is the room. The room itself is almost spherical, but the bottom part would be, I guess, cut off for where the floor is, and you can see kind of different holes in the walls where there are different mages who will kind of pop in and out, who can cast, and so yeah.
So,
If you'd give me a second, I must collect my things.
you have things to bring with you. I mostly carry my things with me. So, but I will await your return.
All right. So I go grab my things, and then when I come back, I'm wearing a mask that's sort of, or it's like made of bone like this, but it lets my my four horns peek out the top.
Ooh,
Cool. Okay.
I say, quite intimidating for a bard. But that's all that's in the fun of adventure. You can be whatever you want. Like me, I'm a hero. Well, mostly just a hunter of beasts, but a hero nonetheless. So, how do we get this circle to transport us to the Pamas region?
Okay, so you see at least kind of the mage on duty is a drow, kind of charcoal-esque skin, long, silvered hair, long blue and purple robes with gold kind of stitchings, and so it's kind of a interesting amalgamation of different colors and schemes. Where are you goings to? Says. Kind of
Well,
mutters to you.
yeah. We are headed for the Pamas region safe house. We're seeking out the Vein Serpent's Cove.
So that's going to be... Well, if you head to the west, that's going to be maybe a couple of days on land and a couple of days on water. If you head straight north, you can get to it faster, but it's, well, faster on water. It's going to be a little bit longer on land.
Oh.
You'll probably need to pick up some or rent some boats and such. We have our stronghold is. Hang on, I actually have the city written down, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's technically not a city; it's barely a town. Okay, so my gosh, where is it? He says the name. I will tell you as soon as I find it. Our stronghold. You'll be able to find it. It's just kind of carved into the basement of house there with that a couple of our human agents work in. They've done the best job they could at keeping it up. We haven't actually had many people go there as of late, so probably be a good idea to just check in with them.
Yes. I feel like it'd be a good idea to at least check in on our way.
Vanagar, that's the name. Vanagar.
House or Vanagar?
Yep, here, let me just... It's just a small township that's... It's a plains. The Pamas region is mostly plains.
Yeah. Vanagar.
It's actually not on the map because it's too small.
Not on the map. All right. Then I suppose
it's within the circle of the Pamas region.
All right. So the transportation circle will take us to Vanagar then.
Yes, we can get you directly there.
That would be helpful. We can pop on over and check out the town before heading off to the Vein Serpent's Cove. You can take a look at my map. Was that Tier is along the way? Is that how it's pronounced?
Tier, yes.
Tier? Perhaps we're going to take a stop at Tier and then sail out from there, or we could head west to the mouth of the continent. Either way, we'll take a stop at Vanagar. Is that all right with you lot?
I mean, we can always try and warp you somewhere else, but this is where we know this location best.
I am fine with this location. I feel like it'd be a good place to start.
It would appear I have been muted this entire time. I have said no complaints 5 times in a row and no one has acknowledged me.
I'm sorry.
Well,
why are you talking into your sleeve?
I had a bit of guckus in my Genecticazoid.
Ben stares at Furbolg for several seconds, just wondering what the heck that meant. But
You
all
realize
right, then.
my Furbolg's goatee is the exact same as my goat's goatee.
Nice.
You truly are two of a kind.
You know, they
Why,
always say
thank you.
people look like their pets.
No, it's just that pets look like they're people.
Yeah.
Now, shall we be off to Vanagar? Would you?
No complaints.
You see as the
There's
drow kind of begins to conjure a small mote of golden energy in his hand, says that, and streams of it kind of spin back towards the circle, and they kind of gesture to you as though holding it in the air. I should probably turn my camera on. They kind of hold it and they pass it off to Vince. And so
I'll take hold of it.
as you kind of walk into the teleportation area, you see the silver that inlays around that is inlaid into it kind of melt and begin to fill in the rest of the runes and kind of just wash the area in silver, in the ground, in the runes in silver. And so as you kind of step there and wait for everyone else to maintain, what do you do? Because you're just kind of holding this moat.
I just kind of holding this boat and saying, well, come along. Are you... Or... Is this how it works? Do I, like, have to put it down or just hold it?
Just
Maybe
release.
try shaking it a bit.
If you just release it, it'll...
Alright, I'll release it into the air.
As you do, you begin to see energies kind of swirling up around you. And from that moat, everything just kind of goes black for a quick second. And then in the very next moment, you see yourself in a very similar chamber, much less ornate, but similar runes kind of carved into the ground. You see different sigils for different locations, but the same general style, but none of the silver, no gemstones, not a spheroid chamber. In fact, you see kind of some boxes and some storage kind of cluttered into the area, and a small window open in the corner, sunlight beaming down in, and a couple of vines have also started to make their way down the walls of the chamber.
I'll walk over to the window and await my companions.
In doing so, you kind of get the feeling that you are underground in a basement of sorts.
Built the teleportation circle underground. Makes sense. Alright.
So we're underground right now.
You're basically in someone's basement.
Ooh. Well, that's still underground.
I mean, they did say they didn't send people here that often, so...
Is there a door out of this room?
Yes, there's a small staircase off to the corner, and there's a door at the top.
Alright. How much dust is on these boxes? How long has this place been unused?
Roll perception.
Alright. Let me see. What's my perception again? That's right, it's +0. So I'll just roll. Natural 20, wow.
Okay. It's probably been between 8 months and a year since someone's actually come down here. Or at least, like, teleported in down here. This area is mostly used for storage now. At least by the people who live here.
Seems like this outpost has been long abandoned almost. Perhaps we should... Let's see if there's anybody outside.
Let's head topside, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
head up the stairs, open the door, see where we are.
Okay.
How much you want to bet they haven't sent people here for so long that someone built a house over it? And that's why we were in the basement.
Someone built a house over their safe house.
Yeah.
The house was there first. I can just tell you that it was there first.
Damn.
So you kind of saunter up the steps. The door is locked.
Ah. What? Somebody locked the door. I guess they weren't expecting visitors. Anybody want to help me open this thing?
I knock on the door.
Okay. You hear a little. It takes about a minute or so, but then you hear a little bit of a shuffling outside. You hear a click as a key might be turned in the doorway in the lock end. The door is opened.
I turn around to the group and give 2 thumbs up as it's unlocking.
There is
Good job.
a human on the other side. Human woman, medium height, slightly darker skin, black hair, kind of plain dress. On her finger, you see a similar sapphire ring. So, someone who is, if nothing else, at least an ally.
Greetings. We've just teleported in. It seems that you have not had visitors in quite some time.
Oh, it's always good to have people come and visit. It's not. I don't blame them. Not much happens here, and they're always trying to start new locations, get new places for more transportation. But yeah, no, not much has happened around here recently, and so there really hasn't been much use. We've just been needing to take care of some storage down here. And yeah.
Well,
Please
we're
come in.
passing-
Come in. And she
Yeah.
kind of
Yes,
gestures to you.
thank you.
We're already in a way.
Well, yes, but
we're-
more inside. More inside.
More inside the house and not the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're just coming through on our way to the Vein Serpent's Cove.
Oh, my! Can you? You see, they don't. One of the parts about being here is they don't really tell me when things are going on. So, what's going on over there that they need you guys for?
They have intercepted a beacon signal.
That's interesting.
Some kind of signal for the Knights of Saint Asteria.
Really, they've been going on them a little bit. That's interesting. So tell me, you said they intercepted a beacon signal. How did they? Do you know how they did that, or because?
Not quite sure. I feel like it would have something to do with some kind of magic interception. I'm not too sure how these beacons work, honestly.
She looks completely baffled because, well, you see, I don't. I'm gonna have to talk to. And then she calls out for someone else. Please come sit down at the table. Just quite interesting to hear things. And you see another person walk up wearing a similar sapphire ring. Honey, have you heard of them tracking down this signal in the cove? Kind of looks at you perplexed a little bit. Yeah, apparently they intercepted some sort of arcane signal. He kind of looks back at her even more perplexed, like, because that's not. There's no way that you can have a spell that would pick up on another spell's interaction between 2 points. At least known, unless they've been developing something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure how else they would intercept it, though. If it was an arcane beacon, was it actually intercepted, or did they just receive it?
Because radio's not a thing in this world. I'm just gonna say that outright, or at least it's not a thing that is known. It technically can exist.
Alright. All I know is that there's something to do in the area of the Vein Serpent's Cove. So we're headed over to check out the area and determine what is going on.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like sounds very good. It's would you guys like anything to eat? We've just kind of getting everything put together here.
Yes, I would very much like something to eat. I do not have money to buy.
Oh no! Don't worry. Any friend of the orders is a friend of ours. And so,
I'll sit down to eat. I'm hungry.
yeah, they bring out a wide variety of foods. It's not the best, but they've got some like fried chicken, like not fried really, but more kind of grilled and pan seared. It's fully cooked, I should mention. Kind of some soft vegetables and kind of put together in a stir fry. Fresh bread.
Ooh, bread. Wow.
You see, we bake that with some of our crop from out back.
Ah, you grow crop here.
Yeah, it's one of the few ways to make money in this town.
Yes.
I mean, the order does send us a little bit of a stipend for keeping up with their waypoint here, but it's not enough to make much of a living on. So tell us, you guys must be from all over. We certainly don't see many Furbog, many satyrs around. We don't. The stories you must be able to tell have to be fantastic, wondrous even.
I am quite interested in any stories you have to tell. I do not know any myself, so perhaps you could enlighten me.
My life, while I have traveled the world, has been quite uneventful. I travel from court to court and speak and learn to all of the peoples of the court, and I'm more of a diplomat than anything.
I've been telling them they always needed to get more people to talk, more people who can just help everyone else out.
Has it been more of a brute force organization so far?
You see, that it was much more of that when we joined. You see, I don't blame them after picking up many of the Dragonborn. Or, she wouldn't use that word, she'd say Dwarangali, but sorry. After picking up most of them, they're much more of a warring species. Some even say that that's literally what they were made for. They were designed to, it used to be much more militaristic, and so it's good to see that they're branching out even further.
True. There are some things that violence can't quite accomplish. So the necessity of speakers, I suppose, is known.
Though my experience with speaking is that the threat of violence is more than enough. You do not need violence itself.
So you would say you're not quite the fighter, but more of the talker.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
Well, then you can leave the fighting to me, because I happen to have experience in that field at least.
I can hold my own, but I'm no exemplar.
Very well. What about you, Norboros?
Someone just knocked on my door. 1 second. I paused time.
Time is
man.
paused. The wizard pulls out a scroll of time stop. It's quite unexpected.
Wow. We don't have a wizard.
It's very unexpected.
It happened in our third session of Lost Mines of Phandelver.
The wizard pulls out a time stop scroll.
It made sense.
He throws his hands in the air and says, Tokyo Tomore.
I I have to greet someone coming to the door in a few minutes. I meta magic to twin the time stop. I'm so sorry.
You're
Oh,
good. You're good.
okay. Well, suppose we'll wait for him. So we got a satyr bard, a furbolg
Druid.
druid, and a human blood hunter.
Yep.
Quite a variety. I think
Oh,
that's a fairly balanced party, honestly.
oh yeah, definitely.
The bard can help support things a lot.
Uh,
I, uh, I
don't
never
force
really.
rolls on people. Don't force rolls.
I'm not going to force rolls on
I know.
people.
I
I
figured that.
don't. I've never really played a bard before, so I don't know how much that they're capable of doing. All I know is that they sing songs sometimes. Other times they might dance, and that's bardic. Heard tales of people who use take the bard class and like do stuff like dancing or painting and all that, saying that's how they express their art, which is interesting. Mhm.
Uh, I mean, we better not continue to keep you much longer. The day grows late, so you might want to continue along on your journey.
Yes, it'll take us a couple of days to get to the coast, so I'm not sure if you know anywhere where we may perhaps take a rest for the night, or perhaps even acquire some mounts for the journey.
Um, hmm. Let's see. I mean, you can always find some sort of mounts here in town, but let's see here. You might be able to make it to Brookhaven by the end of the day. They often, even if by on foot, it would definitely be later then. But yeah, you might be able to get some mounts there as well. Find a good place to rest for the night.
Well,
Yeah.
a place to bed down is always appreciated.
So wait, which direction are you heading? Are you heading directly to the coast,
Oh,
or
um,
passing through Tier?
uh,
For heading to
I
Phoenix.
think I should talk that over with my companions because honestly, if we go through Tier, as I was saying this out of there, like if we go through Tier, that might be like that's more of a straight shot, so it might be faster. But I'm assuming that perhaps getting onto the water would be a bit more difficult from Tier. Uh,
Um,
Why are we getting on the water?
well, because the Serpent's Cove is like out on the water, right? Or
it's roll me a survival history or insight, your choice.
well, I have the map, so I just thought that was
Yeah,
that. All right, survival history.
Where is Serpent's Cove on this thing? I see the where we are.
kind of right in the
It's
middle.
right above Tier. It's the purple
Pink
text.
Yeah.
So let me roll survival. I got a +3 in that. Oh, 6 total.
Oh, it's okay.
I mean,
Total.
you said 6.
Yeah, 6 total.
I mean, you do know that the Serpent's Cove is close to Tier. Yeah, you probably would have also heard that Tier is also famous for its salt cliffs. It's very raised up above the water, and so there's kind of sheer drops, and so there's a very quick disparity between elevation and the cove. So it's very high range.
Ah, so Hmm. Let's take a look then.
Might be a little bit harder to get boating there, but I mean they would definitely have some, being basically a peninsula.
Yeah. So we could either head
Even
west
if, even
and
if we
then out
don't,
on the water.
well, even if we don't make it all the way to Tier, there should be parts of the like countryside before it that might have ways to get out.
Wait, places to go. Well, we could like head west into this like inlet to the west of us, and perhaps find a way out on the sea, and then head over to the main Serpent's Cove from there. Let's see. What is this? Coilstern?
Colston,
Col-
Colstown.
Callstone. Callstone, that might be like a port city, port town. Perhaps they can like get us out on the water and away to Contain Serpent's Cove if we head in that direction. Otherwise, we could head straight north of Tier. There is something happening in Tier, but I don't want to commit to two things at once. It would be difficult to deal with. You know, we could perhaps take Colster, go to Colstown, and then take a boat up to Vein Serpent's Cove, and then we can perhaps get back to shore and Tier, and then head through there as on our way back to this area if we want to transport out. Kind of a roundabout method. Oh. Kind of a roundabout method of going about it, but he's enjoying a little side trip.
Traveling to Colestown would probably be. I mean, it would be definitely in the opposite direction of Brookridge, which is where they had kind of mentioned if you're heading to Tier. It would be in the opposite direction, but it would probably take about a day and a half, so you could probably get there. You'd get there faster than if you were going directly to Tier, but then you'd spend much more time on the water.
Yeah.
But it's your choice. It's your call.
Tier might be. You said Brokerage?
Yeah, that's going to be...
it's not on the map, so when it's not on the map, I get confused sometimes.
Sorry, yeah, tiny towns, man. they don't
There's
really...
so many. So Brokerage would be on the way to Tier?
Yes.
Right.
It's where you would probably be able to spend the night tonight.
Alright. That might be a good idea then. We could go to Tier. Might be a bit difficult to get somewhere on the water, but at least we'd be close by.
Yeah.
And
if we just we head north from here, we'll just hit the coast, then we can follow the coast up and see if we can't find something on the way. And then if we don't find something, we'll at least be in Tier. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go. If we go to Brokerage, and then we could head north to the coast and try and find something along the way to Tier. Probably. Brokerage would be like. Is Brokerage like directly north to us almost?
It's pretty much directly north.
Yeah.
Although I should also mention that the compass rose is slightly slanted, so that Tier is also pretty much directly north. Just.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's why I was having some difficulty with directions. So, Tier is kind of like to the northwest.
No, it's pretty much directly north.
All right.
Of where you are.
Okay.
You can follow it straight line almost.
All right. So, I think a good plan would be to go to Brokerage, spend the night, and then we could head up to the coast and follow it all the way to Tier, trying finding a way out on the water. That be a good idea, you think? Asking. Pretty simple, but we do need a place to stay. Or we could camp out in the woods. Who knows what will happen then? Or plains. This is mostly a plains area, right?
Correct.
Camping on the plains is definitely not the best thing to do if there are spooky monsters around. But I don't know much about spooky monsters in this area. Oh.
I'd prefer to camp myself, but
You don't enjoy towns.
Mm, too much of my job is talking to people, so I like to get away.
Huh.
Kind of.
Well, I'd understand the appeal of the great outdoors. Just a, a sleep under the night sky would not do anyone any harm, unless it was to start raining. Then we'd need shelter. But I do not think it would rain tonight. Hopefully, if it does, then we'll look for shelter. So yes, I will not mind. I won't mind spending some time out in the night. You can do that. So yeah.
Just also for a little bit of flavor, they did have a large map that they brought out so you can kind of plan stuff.
Thanks. Thank you very much. We do need a map. All right. So we could just head north until the end of the day. Take a camp, and then keep going until we hit the coastline. Follow it along to Tier. That sounds like a good plan. Should be pretty simple. I don't know when Tanner's getting back.
Sounds like right now.
Nope.
That was me. I was.
That was
okay.
Andrew opening
Sorry.
and shutting everything.
I only have 4 books around me right now.
You need at least 17. How the heck are you going to DM without at least 17 books?
I mean, 3 screens, 8,
Oh,
9
wow.
windows, 4 books. It's just kind of usual.
Wow. I only have one screen, and it's on a laptop.
I have 2 screens on my laptop.
Wow. That's impressive,
Of
of course.
My laptop earlier this year, the hinge just shattered. I mean, it was 7 years old and it was a manufacturing defect, but finally got to upgrade it.
Oh, man. I've had mine for around 4 or 5 years, so singing in there. It can be a little bit loud sometimes, but it's not horrible. This is a pretty big world, though.
I've been working on it for about a year and a half.
Wow. It's going to take me a little time to get used to all the locations and all that. Because it's like Raven's Gate is. So, are these like these different continents? Or we got Iris?
You have Trija, Cirrus, Heimgard.
Here.
Those are the 3 big ones.
And Faustar is like kind of an island?
It's
Or
a large volcano. Active volcano.
Oh, that's a big volcano. Wow.
Yep.
Then you got Sicilia.
Sicilia, yes.
Sicilia.
Yep, hard sea.
Hard sea. I always use the hard sea. I guess. Well, not for anything. All right. Kyrus region. So, is that the Wallakan region?
Yep.
Nice. There's a lot. Oh man, I can hear that.
Yeah, I think that was thunder behind me.
Yeah, there's thunder outside. I'm in my dorm room, so. Oh, there's a lot of rain too. Enjoy the rain.
Oh, that is weird.
What?
The laptop.
Yeah. Yep. Got keyboard, screen, more screen.
Is that like touchscreen on the bottom?
Yep, both screens are.
Oh.
It's surprisingly incredibly useful for classes. Like I can have like 5 panels of notes up at once, just kind of scroll through all of them.
Wow. I'm not always that like on board with online classes because they usually hand out a lot of information, so I can write down stuff in my physical notebook, but uh, in the digital materials aren't don't require that much attention from me. Oh, did your lights just flicker?
No, they didn't. Yeah.
Okay, might have just been the camera adjusting.
I mean, if you're heading to Tierra, you could probably kind of cut and you can travel to brokerage.
I do not want to think about how many 9th level spell slots that took.
Well,
My
technically,
sorceress
I
drained of his
believe
points.
time stop is up to an hour, so you should be more than fine.
Oh, awesome.
All
Well,
right.
As someone who threw it at a second level party, I would know.
Oh yeah, I
Time is
remember that.
frozen.
Wait,
Okay.
what at a?
We were 2nd level, and he had a bad guy use time stop. It was kind of an altered time stop, but it was largely the same thing.
It was a full on time stop.
Oh, never
Oh
mind.
man.
Okay.
All right.
Do you remember the other one? The dragon that used it, and you just
The dragon that used it?
yeah, the one off that I had.
Oh, the level 16 one off?
It was level 10.
Oh, 10? Shit.
Yeah. But
I remember a few things. One of which is the dragon had 1,000 health, and I killed it as a T-Rex. Anyways, let's see.
We were discussing our path towards the Vein Serpent's Cove.
I remember now. Okay.
yes.
I am afraid my life is not as interesting as his. I come from a clan in a far-off land with no name. We are defenders of the forest, and we are its safekeepers. We have grown large in size to the point where the organization I now work for has reached out to sort of broker better relations, and that is in part why I am a part of this organization. I was sent over to maintain good relations, and I am afraid that up until that point, my activity has been largely focused on watching the world, maintaining order, and dealing with the occasional trespasser.
It's very fascinating. Very, yes.
Yeah. I don't know much about your people, but they sound like quite a bunch of stuck-ups. No, that'd be rude of me. That would be rude of me. No,
We keep very much to ourselves. Ideally, we are never seen or heard. We only reveal ourselves when people encroach on the land and attempt to bring unnecessary harm upon it and upset the balance of things. So, you have heard very little because I am just about one of the only extensions outside of the woods that they ever try to make.
I must say, you know your way around fashion, though.
Thank you. Yes, I am wearing this again to sort of promote my integration into things.
It certainly gives you a vibe of high and mighty, almost.
Yes, that is a byproduct of me trying to act as a representative and again appear well to outsiders. This is not my normal attire. In fact, all of this is a bit weird to me.
Well, you know how to make it work.
That I do.
All right. So, I believe that if we were to head to Tier, it might be a bit difficult to get on the water from there, but it's a more direct approach on land. Take less time overall, perhaps.
I mean, they
you could
do
head-
have docks there. I should
Yeah.
say that. It's just
Yeah,
steep
it's just
cliff face.
like steep cliff face. Yeah, so we might fall, but at least but we'll try not to. So, perhaps we could head north, and for the during the night we could camp down, take a spot to rest, and then head to the coast. Follow that along until we reach Tier, or find a place to shut off from along there. Does that sound like a plan to you, Noros? I know that
Oh, not
our
good.
satyr. Huh?
No, I'm saying yes. That
Yeah.
sounds like a fine idea.
Yes. I do not mind camping for the night if you all feel uncomfortable in the larger towns or towns in general.
I will survive.
Same with me. All right. Then perhaps we should head off before night breaks.
Aye.
All right. Thank you, ma'am and sir, for your hospitality and pleasant greetings.
Much obliged. Thank you for stopping by, letting us know what's going on. It's always nice to hear from people.
Of course. Do you not ever try and find your way back into the sanctum, or do you just prefer to stay here?
Oh, we go back occasionally, but it's honestly much more relaxing and much more comforting to just be in the home of your own creation.
Understandable. Having a great day. Sorry. It just came out like that. Alright. So, should we head out? Well, do we have food, first of all? We're probably going to need some food for the journey. Do you guys
can
have
send you
food?
with a little bit
Let
of
me
the
check
breads and the food. And...
It should also be stated that as the party druid, I can cast Goodberry.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I have 10 rations, so I should be good for 10 days.
It'll
But
take far less to get there.
yeah, but for now we can head north and through this giant plainsy area. Hopefully you can hit the coast and then head to Tier.
Yeah.
All right.
So for about the rest of the day, you kind of make your way to Brookridge. It's not a particularly difficult journey. Well, here. Let's see here. Tanner, would you roll me a d12?
A D12.
A d12.
D12.
D12s are what, when like nothing else happens, that's what my go-to random encounter die is.
Actually, I won't. I can't find my D12.
I
will
can
use
roll
my night roller.
D12.
8.
Oh, 8.
8. Okay, that'll work. And then, who all's paying attention on your journey?
I mean, I can try and keep an eye out.
I suppose I'm also just looking around, watching things. Watching
Although
nature.
my passive perception is 10.
Okay.
So, if you want to keep an eye out for anything that might perhaps be around, that'd be appreciated.
My passive perception may be useful. Maybe of some assistance.
I mean, feel free to roll a perception check if you would like.
Sure. I'll roll.
Anyone. Everyone's available too.
It's just a straight D20 for me. 6. So, I don't see much.
I got a 17 plus 7 for a 24.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Dang.
There are so many squirrels here.
You are really wise.
There are.
Yes. Thank you.
He's wise.
Oh.
Oh, great
Do not-
wisdom.
My lord.
Well, if glorious victory will be soon be upon
The
us, my
foot
lord.
feels the foot when it feels the ground.
I don't get it.
I do, in fact, have a gigantic list of sayings that I'm going to occasionally pull from.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Because he is wise.
All right. So you got a 24 total? Man, that's big.
Yeah.
As you're kind of making your way along, you feel as though there are eyes upon you.
Mm,
Hmm.
I believe we are not alone.
Not
You've
alone.
kind of gotten into the plains area where the grass is a little bit taller. It kind of goes, well, you're a furbog, so it's mid-thigh, but everyone else it's kind of waist to mid-chest. So, or it's what I'm trying to say is it's higher grass. I'm not probably getting it exactly to scale. Probably in the good 3 to 4 foot range.
Ah,
I
Yeah,
forget
it's probably-
bugs are large. Not large, but like
they're
larger.
tall.
8 feet tall, 300 pounds.
Yeah, they don't look like that.
If you call me large, I will understand completely.
Large and in charge.
I
Powerful build. Ooh,
they
ah.
they look like they're halfling size in all the drawings.
Yeah, it was 5th edition that made them cows. They were just humans up
Well-
to this point.
Technically speaking, they only became cows with Critical Role.
Ah, I did not know
At least
that.
as far as I know. Because
Huh.
I believe Furbolgs as a published race first came out with...
Volo's guide.
Oh, it was with Volos? Then I could just be completely off base.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
maybe
the-
you're just biased.
They weren't entirely cows in Furbolg, but it wasn't a big leap.
they look more like a
Giving them
hob.
cow ears.
Yeah, they looked more like a hobgoblin
They do,
than
actually.
anything.
They were
They-
much more of raiders, as far as I know.
A mix between a hobgoblin and an earth genasi.
Ooh.
Or at the very least, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'm looking at the knuckles when I say that.
All right.
Yeah, that's the Wildemount Furbolg.
All right.
Wildemount, actually. I always I always pronounce the E, but that's just me being weird.
Yes, you were very weird. All right.
But yes, no,
Do
you
you-
feel eyes upon you, Norboros.
I don't
And
like
Something
you
the matter?
hear rustlings in the grass.
Ooh.
I feel eyes upon me.
Well, I'm looking at you right now, but other than that,
Is it just him?
is it just me staring at him? That's what he feels?
No.
No.
Damn it!
All right.
Mm,
What do you think it is?
eyes. I do not know.
You do not know what kind of eyes?
Perhaps someone is interested in us being out here.
All right.
Um,
I'll stop
hang on, let
and
me
take
just,
a look around.
let me okay. Let me roll a little bit of stealth. That's
Ooh.
not bad stealth. Yeah, go ahead. Let's party perceptions if you'd like.
All right. So what does that mean? Do we just each roll perception?
Yep.
All right. 7.
Ooh. A
I-
more mediocre 14 for me.
All right, let me roll.
A 7 plus 7.
Wow, +7. Wow, that's a
Yeah,
serious skill.
18 wisdom plus 3 proficiency.
All right, I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
You're blind.
That's
A
a
tree
4.
branch hits you in the eye.
A blade of grass cuts your eye. Oh no.
You
Okay.
look for the monsters by staring into the sun.
If this was in person, I'd be pulling up a map, putting out figures. But let's roll initiative.
Oh. Dang. We
Well-
didn't do it.
So much for casting Speak with Animals to learn about nearby things.
There are no animals nearby, only death.
I can call out a squirrel. I'm a druid. I can do that.
Squirrel, help me! Alright. Initiative roll. Let's go.
Okay, 20.
Ooh, nice.
Dang.
That's
15.
modified though, not natural.
I got a 15.
I got a 10.
Okay, one moment while I...
Oh yeah, I did a mock-up of Vince's character in Hero Forge, so I'm just gonna post that.
I did see
So you
that. That
guys-
was pretty good.
You guys can take a look at my dude. Here's my dude.
Use a pick.
It's a war pick.
Interesting.
Oh, I should do that for my character. Yeah, Hero Forge was a lot of fun to mess around with. I hadn't used it in so long, and they had so many new updates.
It's... I love the site. Okay, so surprise round. That's always fun. Everyone loves surprise rounds.
Yeah, surprise round, so fun.
I know, right?
Alright.
Okay. I would like to have Jav and Norboros make dexterity saving throws, please.
Ooh. Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
It's been a while since I did this. How do you do saving throws? Is it just D20 plus?
D20 plus your save modifier. It's above your skills.
It's your dex modifier and
Proficiency if you are proficient in the save. I don't
Okay,
know if bars
okay.
are.
You're Bard, I'm pretty sure you are.
I do. Okay, so that would be plus 8 plus 6. So
Oh my
I
God.
21.
Okay.
I actually rolled a 15, so 17.
That's actually really good.
And I'm on a goat. That's really impressive.
Okay. Actually, then your dexterity save needs to come from the goat. Sorry.
Ah! Back out!
Well, your goat must be dexterous.
You would think so.
Oh,
It's
it's
gonna
just
be a
a,
flat D20.
it's just a fat goat.
Okay, 13.
I'm just a very dexterous goat. It's-
Okay.
Is this
Can't
an
believe
effect
we
that
have
would
two
knock it
goats in the
prone?
party.
Perhaps.
It has advantage if it is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage then.
One more.
12. Nice one, goat. He didn't hit double digits, so I'm not upset.
Okay.
Or he didn't hit single digits, I should say.
Okay. So, Jav, you kind of feel something kind of almost swat at you, and then immediately retreat into the grasses. Kind of quickly turn around and look, but you aren't seeing anything. Then from the other side, you actually see Norboros' goat just kind of topple with him on it as they're knocked to the ground. That is... Okay, that was 2, and one more of them. Okay, then the next creature is going to... Well, actually, that was 2 creatures. Need to keep that straight. Next one is going to... Yeah, it's going to run up and...
So we didn't take damage, we just got knocked prone.
You got knocked prone. You and your goat got knocked prone. Jav is still up.
Okay.
Government save.
4. Okay. Vents. No, not... Yeah, Vents.
Yeah.
Jumping right towards you, you see kind of a cat-like creature. Very sandy fur. as
Oh,
it
dang.
pounces, and it's going to make 2 attacks. And kind of out of its back, you watch as its claws kind of coming at you, but out of its back, 2 tentacles kind of whip around and make attacks against you.
Oh, dang.
Tentacles.
Yes.
Oh,
11
I
is
know.
going to miss, but 19
Yep.
plus 6 is going to hit.
Yeah, that most definitely hits.
I know
Dang.
what's attacking us. Attacking us. Attacking us.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of piercing damage as this kind of tentacle with thorns in it just kind of rakes across you.
Ooh, so 17 total.
Yes.
Alrighty. Dang, that was hurtful.
And it is Jav's turn. You see one displacer beast, kind of tan coat in front of you. Very plains-like.
So wait, it's right next to me. It's the thing that tried to.
There is one that is right in front of Vents. So, I guess what was your marching order? I guess I should have asked that earlier. But how are you? How would you want to be positioned?
Yes, Tanner. We all know.
I just think they're neat.
They are. Love them.
And I want you to know what I'm about to attempt to negotiate with.
You're gonna
don't-
try and negotiate.
I don't think it's an animal, Tanner.
I think it's a magical beast. I don't think those are the same thing.
Large monstrosity.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're a monstrosity.
I'm looking at.
I'm willing to say you're probably within 5 to 10 feet of it. I mean, if nothing else.
So, I'll draw my sword, and then I will cast Cloud of Daggers. On. We can only see one of them, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, so I'll cast Cloud of Daggers at 3rd level on that one.
Okay. What do I need to do?
On when he starts his turn, he'll take 66 slashing damage.
Just straight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it looks like that. Hold on.
I mean,
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube, a 5-foot cube centered on a point you choose. Creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell area, or when it starts its turn there. And it increases by 2d4 if you cast it at a higher level.
that's awesome. That is a cool spell.
What spell?
Cloud of Daggers.
Ah, yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So I will just make a note of that one. Okay, it is actually its turn, so go ahead and roll 64.
Okay.
You can't actually roll 64, but you can roll 64.
17.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that definitely messed it up. That definitely hurt the Displacer Beast. And Norboros, it is your action. Or
All right.
turn.
I appear to be wedged under my goat.
Yes.
What will I need to do to wiggle free?
Go ahead and make a strength check. Hang on a sec. Let me. I mean, this won't be hard. It's. Let's see here. Contested strength check. Yeah, go only has +1. So this should be pretty easy.
Ooh.
And just got to be.
Okay, well, I did in fact roll a 17 plus 0.
Okay. You're able to pull yourself out from under the goat. You are still prone, but you are free.
I'm free! As I'm crawling out, I give a smack to my goat's buttocks, a sign that it needs to flee the small area. And so there are 2 displacer beasts.
There is one that you see, and you could posit that there's at least another.
Okay. How far away is the one I can see?
Maybe 10, 15 feet.
Okay. I shall, sorry. It probably has decent strength. Okay, I'm just going to use a 3rd level spell slot and cast Conjure Animals. Andrew, I conjure a CR2 beast. You get to choose what it is.
CR2 beast.
Yes.
Dang.
Okay.
I can conjure 1 CR2 beast or 2 CR1. I think 1 CR2 is going to be pretty cool.
How many of these cats do we see? Are there 2 of them?
You only see one right now.
Ah.
But there might be 2. I took conjure animals before I realized that the DM gets to choose what kind of CR2 creature it is. However, I think it's still going to be useful. Just no on-demand giant constrictor snake.
Okay. Oh, that's fun.
But yeah, it's entirely up to you what CR2 beast it is.
Okay. You watch as Norboros kind of signs a sigil into the air. And with that, you hear a large flapping of wings kind of forming itself out of the sigil.
Yes.
Large scream kind of comes out as a Quetzalcoatlus shows
Oh,
up
dang.
onto the battlefield.
What the heck is a
Like
Quetzalcoatlus? So like, is that like
I'll
the bird
send the
snake?
picture.
It's a dinosaur.
The Quetzalcoatlon.
And as a summoned creature, it does get to act on its turn.
Oh, it's the that thing.
Giraffe
Quetzalcoatlus.
sized.
The giant bird thingy.
Yes.
Is that CR2? I thought it was CR3.
It is CR2.
Oh!
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's a big animal, but it's not magical.
I can become it in 3 levels. I cannot wait.
Oh yes, it is that big bird.
It gets to act, so... And it's... I will let you control. It is your... Well, I mean... Yeah.
Sure. Hang on. I have its stats here. Let's see. Okay, I want it to get to where it is able to dive 30 feet down towards the displacer beast.
It is not in a position where it can dive 30 feet from where it was summoned.
Is it summoned like right on the ground?
Oh no, it has. Yeah, it's summoned on the ground, so it could fly actually
But,
up and.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it could. It could.
It's very fast.
So so have it fly like 35 feet up in the air, dive down with 30 feet, and then use the rest of its movement to go up, I guess.
Okay.
And and this is all to engineer the dive attack, and it'll bite the displacer beast and
Okay.
not provoke opportunity attack. So it is +4 to hit. Doom. Do you want to roll it or should I?
Go ahead and roll. Yeah. This is your Quetzalcoatlus.
Heck yeah. Modified 20, 16 plus 4.
That will hit.
And 66 plus 2 damage.
3d6.
3d6, but because it's diving, it does an extra 3d6 damage.
that-
Or 10.
Good catch. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that unnecessary move is also stupid as well as unnecessary.
Nah, it looks cool.
Thank you. 21.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
It is like
21
the
piercing
average
damage.
roll.
Yeah. 21 piercing damage as it... Oh, yeah, it is in fact 1 point off from the average roll. As it just comes down and gives it a hearty peck.
Okay. And then it
Go,
immediately
Pidgey.
swoops back up into the air, 55 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Well, actually, it is the average roll because 11 and 10 are equally.
No, the average damage for the bite is 12, and then the dive attack adds 10.
Oh.
He's
Wait,
underperforming. Send him back.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
Why would the average for 3d6 be 12 and also 10?
It deals...
Because it rounds.
The bite gets +2 to the attack. Or to the damage.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Dinosaurs aside. And then, for my last bit, I would also like to wild shape as a bonus action.
Okay.
I will wild shape into a Dionychus, which is basically a velociraptor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So you're a dinosaur druid now?
Love these guys. Yeah. Am I still prone when I do that?
You did, as far as I can remember, you did not spend your movement to get up. So yes.
Correct. Okay. Then I will spend half my movement, which is 20 feet to stand up, and I'll actually put 20 feet between myself and the displacer beast.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I'll say that's my turn.
That's a lot of a turn. Okay.
One spell in the wild shape. That's all it is.
I know, but it still gets to be quite a lot.
Yeah.
So seeing all of this, one of the displacer beasts that made a swipe at you, Norboros, is going to give chase. And so you said you were 20 feet away from where you were. Okay, it's just going to be able to get to you with its movement.
I moved 20 feet away from it, and I was already like 10 feet or something away.
Yes.
But
it can move on
displacer beast can
diagonals.
probably travel that anyways.
Yeah, it has 40 feet of speed.
Very well.
So it is going to kind of pounce at you and multi-attack. So that's 9 is probably going to miss. Or
yes.
wild shape form even?
Yeah, it has 13 natural armor.
Okay, because a 17 plus 6 will hit then.
Oh dear.
Okay, so...
I also just remembered, because I have mobile, I could have moved 25 feet, but we'll forget that right now.
Yeah. Okay, so you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
From the Displacer Beast that chased after you, and then the other one is going to come out and sneak up, or at least attempt to sneak up behind Vents and make multi-attacks there.
Oh, so the one that was in front of me chased after Noboros?
No, there's 3 Displacer Beasts.
Oh, so there's one in front of me still?
Yes. And now there's one that's pretty much behind you, and it's actually going to be flanking.
Oh, dang. Really?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I know, right? Pack tactics. Well, being used by creatures that actually don't have pack tactics, but, you know. First attack is an 11. That's probably going to miss.
That's going to miss.
Second attack is still not good. So it's going to take 2 swipes at you, and you just kind of nimbly duck out of the way.
All right.
And Jav, it is back to you.
Oh, wait. Did I not go?
What?
I didn't go yet.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is your turn. Sorry. You're
right. Did any of the ones in front of me get attacked? I'm still trying to figure it out.
There is one Displacer Beast that has been attacked, yes.
Is that the one in front of me?
Correct.
All right. I'm going, as a bonus action, I'm going to hold up my war pick and stab my palm, pull back, the blood's going to just fly out, then it's kind of like floating in the air, then it just shoots towards the pick and freezes over, turning into a white frost on the blade of the pick. So I'm basically using a bonus action to activate my Crimson Right.
Very cool.
So I'm going to roll a d6 for how much I lose. 2. So I lose 2 hit points. As I activate.
Sorry.
What?
2 hit points, yeah.
Yeah. I lose 2 hit points activating that. And then I'm going to take 2 attacks on the Displacer Beast in front of me.
Okay.
With my super cool war pick. All right. 16 plus a 23 to hit on the
That
first
hits.
one.
Yeah.
All right. For the second one, 17.
That hits. You watch as Vence kind of slashes into the Displacer Beast, continually bloodying it with his war pick.
Let me roll for the first attack. All right. So
this is the one that got hit by the dinosaur.
This is the one. This is the only one that's been damaged.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
all right.
good.
So let's see here. Since I'm only wielding the pick in one hand, I get my damage because I got the dueling fighting style. So let's see. That'd be 13 points of piercing damage and 2 points of cold damage for the first hit.
How much piercing was it?
13.
13. Okay. The creature is now bloodied.
All right, and for the second attack's damage, that'll be 9 points of piercing damage and 3 points of cold damage.
Yeah, this Displacer Beast not looking as good as when it had first jumped out and thought you guys would be relatively easier prey.
All right, and that's my turn. I can't really do anything else right now.
I'm sorry, did you say you're dueling with the war pick?
Yeah, it's a single-handed item. When I wield a weapon one-handed with no other weapon in my other hand, I get +2 damage to it.
Okay, I forgot war picks were single-handed. Cool.
Yeah. Interesting. That's my turn then.
Okay, it is Jav's turn.
Okay. So now that I have my sword out, I'm going to.
You have 2 Displacer Beasts around you. One that it has been damaged significantly, and one that has not been damaged at all.
Yeah, is that one still in my blades, or has it moved?
One of them is still in the area of your blades. Yes.
Okay, I would like to poison my weapon as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then run at that one and stab it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
With disadvantage because displacement.
Yes.
I forgot to call that earlier, so I'm just starting it this round.
Okay, so that would be plus
What's giving the attack disadvantage?
Displacer Beast being Displacer Beast. So that'd be 12 plus 6, 18.
That is going to hit.
Okay. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 14.
Okay.
Um,
Straight plus
and
3.
he will also take
13.
7 damage.
7
He only got,
damage.
so you got a 13?
Yep.
Okay, so that means he's actually going to take more than 7 damage. Let's see.
Okay.
He's going to take an extra 2d8 damage. So instead of taking 7, he is going to take 19.
Okay.
And become poisoned.
Well, no, he's not. How do you want to do this?
Oh. I don't know. Just stab him through the neck, I guess.
Okay.
With my rapier.
You watch as Jav's rapier kind of slashes across, but then kind of finishes going right through its neck and just pulls out to a nice fine point.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jolly good kill. Give these beasts what for?
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's it. Because
Okay.
that's all of my actions.
Gotcha. It is that displacer beast is dead. It is Norboros's turn and the Quetzalcoatlus.
Okay. I suppose I can go first. How far away is the other displacer beast? The not dead one?
It is. It is a total of 60 feet from you because your Quetzalcoatlus is up in the air.
Ugh.
The one that is closer to you is 75. The displacer beast that is closer to you that gave chase is 75 from the Quetzalcoatlus. So it could technically make it, but it couldn't fly away.
Oh no, I'm talking about from me, the druid.
Oh, 5 feet from you, the druid.
Oh crud. Yeah, that changes things a bit. Hum. I'm trying to pounce, but I can't pounce. I guess I will just do a regular, good old-fashioned multi-attack and attack 3 times.
Okay.
I shall first attempt to bite it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
That is an 8.
That is a miss. You watch as you kind of try and get your jaw around its kind of cat-like muscular body, and you just can't get a hold, so you just kind of rake into it with your teeth, but it's ineffective.
Darn. I shall attack it then 2 more times with my claws, and that is a 14 and a 22.
Both of those hit. Frustrated with your bite attack not working, you just kind of slash into its side. This is the first time it is taking damage.
That's going to do 2d8 plus 4.
Is it fine if I step away?
Disadvantage on both. I'm sorry.
On both attacks?
Yeah, because Displacer Beast.
Okay.
Or actually, I'm gonna step away. I have to go grab my food from downstairs. I will be back.
Well, the first claw attack is a 14 regardless. And the next one, I rolled an 18 twice.
Okay. Both still hit.
Okay. I rolled the damage. Where's the damage?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I rolled 2 4s and then get a +4 to it. 12 slashing damage. As
For both attacks?
in total.
Gotcha.
I just combine them together.
Okay. Displacer Beast not happy.
No, he's not. Give me 1 second to wonder if it's worth doing something. So, Furbolgs have the racial feature Hidden Step, where as a bonus action I can turn invisible until the start of my next turn, or I attack or do damage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was for furbolgs you get that stuff even if you attack.
What was that?
Don't furbolgs have like a special kind of invisibility?
No, this is it for invisibility, but we have a special kind of disguise self.
No.
Which lets us like push the height limit a bit further. Would I still be able to use that racial feature in my animal form? Magically turning invisible.
Probably. 1 second.
Okay.
While you are transformed, your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast. You retain your alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. You also retain skill saving throw proficiencies. While you are transformed, beast hit points and hit dice. You can't cast spells. Limited beast. And your ability to speak or take any action that requires your hand is limited to the beast form. You retain the benefit of any features from your class, race, or any other source. So yes, you can.
Yeah! Alright, this Velociraptor is going to bonus action to turn invisible. As I just finished this kind of mediocre attack and it looks at me angrily, I just pop out of existence.
Okay.
I forget whether or not Displacer Beast can see invisible things. I cross my raptor fingers that they can't. Hang on, wait. Since I'm invisible, it can't make can it still make an opportunity attack against me?
I believe it can at disadvantage. I'm looking up the Furbolg right now just to see.
Invisible creature. For the purpose of hiding, the creature is heavily obscured. It can be detected by noise it makes. Attack rolls have a disadvantage. Okay. Ugh.
Hidden Step. As a bonus action, you can magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn or until you attack. Make a damage roll or force someone to make a saving throw. Once you use this trait, you can't use it until you finish a short or long rest.
Yeah, that's why I did it after I attacked.
Yep, that makes sense.
You know what? I'm gonna gamble it. I am going to move back in an arbitrary number, 30 feet.
Okay.
30 feet away from the Displacer Beast, and it can do it at once.
Okay. Yeah. You can make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach, so it can't make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry for the time that took, but
Oh, no,
this
yeah.
is important clarification.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, end turn.
Quetzalcoatlus, actually.
Oh yeah, well, his turn now. He is going to... So he's really high up, so if he goes down for an attack, he'll still be close.
Yeah, your Quetzalcoatlus is 55 feet in the air.
Okay. He goes 55 feet down to do the dive attack.
Okay,
And
it's going to
then-
take 60 to get to it because there's a... It's not quite 1-to-1.
Oh, okay. That's fine, actually, because I was then going to say have it move 20 feet back up in the air. So that's
Okay.
fine, and it will do the bite.
Okay.
D20 plus 4. Oh, that's an 8.
That does not quite hit. It kind of gets down, makes a bite attack at the displacer beast, and one of its tentacles just kind of waylaid, kind of knock it off its course, and so it misses and just kind of soars back 20 feet into the air.
Damn. All right. Officially end turn.
Okay. And it is... Oh boy, it's the displacer beast. One of them just saw you disappear, and so it's now 30 feet back. It doesn't know exactly where it is, so it's going to kind of just swing its tentacles, trying to hit something in the area. That is its turn.
Sorry.
Number 13, or the one that had 13 initiative, is going to attack Jav. Going to attack...
Is attacking Jav?
Yes.
Wait. It's the one that was behind me, right?
It's the one that was behind both of you.
Oh. Is it within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
All right, then I can use my Sentinel feat.
Okay.
So if a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me that doesn't have the feat, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against it.
Okay.
All right. So is that with a disadvantage because it's the Displacer Beast?
Yep.
All right. You want to do your attacks first?
Sure. Lowest attack is a 15 to hit.
To hit? Okay, that will hit. Or wait, is it attacker wins or defender wins? Because I have 15 AC.
Attacker hit.
Okay.
That's what they have to meet.
And so, second attack was a natural 16 plus 6, so...
Yeah.
You take, between the two attacks, 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 9 points of piercing from the two attacks, and Sentinel, go.
All right.
I'm almost
Alright.
dead.
Well, that's good. Nope, that's a natural one.
Well, don't do that.
I rolled a 4 and a 1 on the die, so I don't think I hit with
I don't
either of
think you
those.
hit either.
All right.
And top of the order, Jav.
Or, no. You're forgetting about me every time.
I am terribly sorry.
Alright.
Vance.
Can I move around this thing so that I get flanking with the Jav?
Yes. Yeah. You
All
didn't
right.
provoke an opportunity attack either.
Yeah. That would just be a straight roll then, right?
Yep.
All right. 11 plus 7, 18 on the first one.
That's gonna hit.
All right, and 14 plus 7, so 21 on the second one.
That one is also gonna hit.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so 10 piercing damage and 6 cold damage on the first hit.
Okay.
And 11 piercing damage and 3 cold damage on the second hit.
Okay. Just to make sure those were both attacks at disadvantage.
They were straight rolls because I was
flanking.
flanking.
Correct. Yep. You're right. You're right. Cool.
That'll be my turn since I used my movement to get into flanking position.
Okay. Now it's Jav's turn. I now have on my initiative tracker lines with with exclamation points on you, so I don't forget your roll again. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
Hmm. It seems I'm. Can either of you heal? That's a question I should ask.
I can heal. Not
Me
right
or
now, though.
okay.
I'm an invisible dinosaur.
I can't heal. I am fighter man.
Did one of the so how many of them have died? One or two?
One has died.
One of them has died. One of them's looking rough, but isn't quite bloodied, and the other one is still up. At mostly
Okay.
full.
In that case, I am going to. This is.
Can you heal yourself?
I can heal myself, but I don't know that it would do anything.
Fair point. I have healing word, so your healing would actually maybe be better than mine.
I've got cure minor wounds, or cure wound.
It would be better than,
Yes, but.
as an action.
I'm at 4 HP right now.
Oh dang!
Yeah, that's less than ideal.
You can try and disengage, maybe.
That is an action.
Yeah, I wouldn't get healing, and Let's see how much of this. Okay, Tanner.
Hi.
As long as I can. Yeah, I'm going.
Goodberry's back. You gotta wake up.
I'm going to I'm gonna coat my blade in poison again,
Okay.
and then attack the beast.
Okay. You have advantage. Well, no, you just a straight roll because you're flanking.
21.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and I'm going to expend an inspiration die, to deal 2d6 psychic damage. He also needs to make his Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. 11 plus 3, 14.
Okay.
I think that's a failure.
No, it's DC 14.
Oh. Okay, then it just barely makes it.
Yeah. So let's see. 2d6 plus 1d8. So that's 13, 16 damage.
Okay. Nice. It is definitely bloodied. It is looking much worse for the wearer.
Nice.
Okay. And it is Norboros's turn. So you watch as a formerly invisible Dionyscus just poofs into being relatively close to where you guys are.
Good.
Surprise. Alright, the Displacer beast that I ran away from,
Yes.
that is within 50 feet of me, yes?
It is. I have that it's 30 feet away from you. Well, 35 actually, but.
Good enough. I will then move 35 feet forward and attack it. I will first hit it with a claw attack, actually. Gee, I sure hope this thing has low strength because I might be able to knock it prone.
Okay, you can try.
19 plus
hit?
4, 23.
Is that the first roll or is that disadvantaged?
Ooh, that is the first roll. Modified 20 on the second roll.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. I keep accidentally closing the window. That is going to do 1d8 plus 2, and can it make a strength saving throw?
Strength saving throw. Sure thing.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure it can.
Natural 1.
Are you serious?
Natural 1 plus 4.
Okay then. It is knocked prone.
Are you attacking the one that was like following you, or the one that's next to us?
I think the one that's next to you guys. I'm attacking the one that I have been attacking.
No,
That
then
was
just
the
ran
one that
away
you
from.
You just ran away from it and then kind of circled back.
Ah,
Because that's how
Yeah,
I had it.
I winded up for the pounce.
Yep.
So it's knocked prone. I don't think an attack roll has advantage if the attacker's within 5 feet.
I mean,
okay,
it's
so we don't
farther
even
away
need to-
from everyone else because it chased after you.
Fair point. All right. So that first claw attack did 6 damage. I will now do another claw and a bite. Is it no longer with disadvantage now because I'm attacking it while it's prone?
It's just a straight roll.
Awesome. Okay, that is an 8 on the next claw.
That is a miss.
Next one, this bite is a modified 22
Yep, that'll hit.
for 7
so-
damage.
Okay. So you kind of circle back around, pop into visibility, and then kind of charge back. One of your claws kind of slips off of its hide, and then the other one kind of rakes into it. You bite it, and it kind of topples to the ground. Yeah.
All right. And then I raise up my. Oh no, I don't raise up my claw. I dig deeper into the bite because now that I've knocked the target prone, I can make a bite attack against it as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I will attack it once more. That is a 6.
That is a miss.
On the ground, it is a nimble thing.
at least you got your bird.
Yes, you still have the
Indeed.
Quetzalcoatlus.
I'll have to lean back right as it comes down.
Well, the Quetzalcoatlus is 20 feet up in the air, attacking the other displacer beast.
We have
Attacking the one that we're fighting, or
Yes. Yeah, it's going after the one that you guys, Jav and Vence, have been after.
all right.
Can I get an idea of which of the 2 displacer beasts looks more injured?
The one Jav and Vence have been going at.
Okay. Then perhaps against my survival, I will probably have it attack that then. That's the end of the raptor's turn.
Okay.
It'll go 10 feet up in the air, dive down, or however high enough it needs to dive 30 feet, and
Okay. So that's
attack.
40 feet expended. No, sorry, 45 expended. So it can go 35 more.
it'll just go 30 feet back up in the air. Now it will attack. D20 plus 4 to hit.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. So it rolled an 18 and a 16.
Either one of those would hit.
Alright. And it will now do
I'll be right back.
that much. 24 damage.
Jeez.
Dang. Tough bird.
As it just bites down and rips off a big furry part of the beast.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this displacer beast went into this turn bloodied, and it is now far, far worse.
Is it not dead though?
It is not quite dead, but it
Alright.
it has had quite a lot knocked into it.
It was close to hitting the nape. But
Mhm.
no dice.
No. Alright.
And that is everything.
All right.
Okay. The displacer beast that Norboros just attacked It's going to spend half of its movement getting up, and it's going to multi-attack against you.
Ah!
So that's going to be 2 tentacle attacks. That is natural 16 and natural 18.
I believe both of those hit me.
Okay. And, oh, that's low, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Well, fortunately for you guys, but...
It's probably going to knock me out. Oh, unfortunately for us.
No. Fortunately for you. 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 6
Still gonna knock me out of
points of piercing.
6 points?
Of piercing.
That is exactly how much health I had in dinosaur form, so I'm now back to Furbolg.
Okay.
Well, it did 7 bludgeoning first, and then 6 points of piercing.
Yeah.
Right, and I had 13 health.
Good job.
That is the dice be chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is that Displacer Beast. The next one is going to attack Vents.
It's attacking me now?
Yes, it is. Because you Sentinel attacked it.
Oh, man.
And natural 17 and then modified 17.
Both hit.
Okay. Let's see what these damage rolls are like. 15 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of piercing damage between the 2 attacks.
So 16 plus 8, that's 23. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm definitely bloody now. So that's not the best. That's not fun.
Like, this is death throes for it, but Vents, it is your action.
Alright. Well, I'm just going to attack it. And with advantage, thankfully. Or not advantage, straight roll, because...
no, you do not have either. You are not flanking it. Oh, no,
I'm not
yes, you
flanking.
are. Yes, you are.
I got jumped.
I had 2 V's on my page here. You are flanking straight roll.
Alright. Okay, that's a 15 plus 7. I think that hits.
That is going to hit.
Alright, and the second attack is 7 plus 7, so that'd be a 14.
That's still going to hit.
Alright, so both hit. Let's roll for the first one. Ooh, dang. That'd be 14 points of piercing damage and 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
Alright, and for the second hit, that'll be 11 points of piercing damage and 6 points of cold damage.
Okay, so you swing your ice pick down, kind of cracks right into its skull, and right as the beast is falling over, you kind of spin around and just swing it, and the pick lands right in its side. The beast is dead.
Alright, I'm going to hit it a couple more times, just to go wow, whack, whack, make sure it's dead. And then, is the other displacer beast within 30 feet of us?
No.
It is not?
It's around 45 from where you are.
Okay, I'm going to move 30 feet closer to that beast with my movement, and I'm going to bonus action use my Blood Maledict to inflict Curse of Bloated Agony on it.
Okay.
So its body starts to bloat up. It gets a disadvantage on dexterity and strength checks, and if it takes more than one attack per turn, it takes 1d8 necrotic damage. So multi-attacks do damage to it.
Okay. Remind me, or this might be the older version of Blood Hunter, but using your Maledict is that going to deal damage to you?
Let me check once again. I think it's only you only do damage if you amplify it. At first level, you gain the ability sometimes sacrifice 2 channels. Sometimes sacrifice. Right. When you use your Blood Maledict, you choose which curse you invoke. While invoking first before it affects the target, you can choose to amplify the curse by losing a number of hit points equal to 1 roll. so since I'm not amplifying it, I don't take any damage. It
Gotcha.
just activates curse. So yeah, there.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I knew that was one of the versions. Okay. It is Jav's turn.
You're alive, buddy.
You are alive. There is no displacer beast next to you. The nearest one is about 55 feet away from you.
All right, I'm gonna cast 3rd level Cure Wounds so I don't die.
Okay.
Wait.
Wolverine regrow skin.
You watch as kind of fur starts to kind of regraft and regrow out of parts of you, while where skin and armor kind of heal up in between different gashes in your armor.
Well, that was kind of stinky. I regained 10 hit points. So I guess I'm at 14. Better than 4, but...
Yeah. It didn't really recover a lot of the internal damage, but a lot of the external. You're still holding yourself together as best you can.
Yeah, now I only have internal hemorrhaging to.
Yes. And then as a bonus action, Tanner,
Hi.
are you still a raptor or?
I just turned back. I'm so sorry. If we short rest right after this, I will have no qualms doing it again. What are you trying to do?
Are you right next to the thing still?
Yes, I am within 5 feet. Please help me.
Okay, I'm going to say some rousing words and inspire Tanner. You can do it.
There isn't a range on that, is there?
60.
Okay, yep, you're good. You are good.
Would it have been possible for you to have inspired the Quetzalcoatlus?
Probably.
Sure.
Do whatever you want.
However,
I'm
the
wondering if that's even
Quetzalcoatlus
possible.
is 30 feet
To
up,
intelligence.
and I mean, it's got 50. It wouldn't actually be able to make it to the other displacer beast by the end of its turn.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I inspire you, and then that'll be my turn.
I feel inspired.
And it's a D8 inspiration, not a D6.
Do I have to roll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. It is Norberus's turn.
Within the next 10 minutes, you have to use it on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And you can use it after you roll the D20.
On an attack roll. I'm not. Dum. Do I wild shape again? I think I'm gonna have to. It's. I don't really have any good spells for things right up in front of me except for heat metal. And this thing isn't made of metal. I'm gonna read hold person for 5 seconds, and if it doesn't seem like it would work.
This is not a person.
Yeah.
It is in fact not a humanoid. Okay. Diane. You watch then as Oh wait, are you guys are coming to attack it?
No.
Or not you, but Blood
I'm definitely
Hunter.
He's definitely gonna come and try and bludgeon its head in.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to deviate off the dinosaur path and wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okay.
Does it have like pack tactics or something?
It does in fact have pack tactics. And I am going to then use my main action to bite it.
Okay.
That is a +5 to hit.
At disadvantage, remember. Because Displacer Beast be displacing.
I rolled a 19 and a 15.
Okay, that's 15 would hit naturally.
Okay. 2d6 +3. 12 damage.
Okay.
And this is still a creature, yes?
It's a monstrosity. It is a form of creature.
Okay. It will have to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
This is the one
Or
that
it will be
crit
knocked
failed
prone
last time.
once.
Oh yeah. Wait. Says it's got bloated agony. It has disadvantage on strength checks. I don't know if that counts towards saving throws or not.
If it's just a check, then no, it wouldn't.
All right. Let me just double check for a moment. Bloated agony.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
ability
saving throw.
checks. So yeah, it would not have disadvantage.
14.
That beats a 13.
Okay.
Alright. That is going to be my turn.
Quetzalcoatl.
What about your bird?
It
Well,
can
now it is the
fly.
bird's turn, yes.
It's 30
It is
feet.
going to zoom over to the Displacer Beast using movement,
Okay.
however much is necessary.
Pretty much going to
And-
be almost all of it.
Understandable. Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 14. It rolled a 22 right before that.
14 does hit.
Dope. Did it dive 30 feet doing this? Or did it just move?
It ended its last turn 30 feet in the air. But it's not going to get any higher than like 5 off the ground, so it's...
So it's just barely a dive, but it can't do it next turn?
No, it made its dive. It can make its
okay.
30-foot dive, but it's
It's
can't
going to
get
be able to
away.
be attacked,
Yeah.
basically. But it's
Okay. It will give its life.
it's gonna get attacked
The
too.
circle of life.
23 pecking damage.
23 pecking damage?
Oh, you know what? I forgot its bite has a reach of 10 feet. Oh well. It gets nice up and close for this.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of damage. It is now
With its
bloodied and
stupid eyes.
beyond.
To the status of bloodied.
Yes.
Alright. It'll go up as much as it can, like 2 feet, and then its turn, and done.
Oh, please, I'll be generous. It gets 5.
You are so amazing.
Okay, Displacer Beast does not know it's been blood cursed, so it's going to multi-attack.
All right. That'll mean you'll take 1d8 necrotic damage from that.
And it's going to attack the Quetzal with
No.
its 2 tentacles.
Buddy, get out of there.
Natural 9. Well, no, not natural. Modified
DC 13.
9, and the other one would be a 14. So
Ugh.
one of them is going to hit.
Okay.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage and 1 piercing.
That is 1/3 of its health.
Way to go.
And blood curse. How much damage does it take?
Let me roll that d8. 3.
Okay. You see it kind of recoil in pain as it lashes its tentacles out. And with that,
I believe it's my turn.
it is indeed.
All right. So I moved 30 feet to get closer to it last time. Does that mean I'm like 15 feet away from it?
Yep, pretty much.
All right. I'll I'll move up to it and take 2 attacks.
Okay.
I don't know if I have enough movement to flank it. Do I? Well,
Yeah, you
I have,
can. You're about 5 feet away from flanking it, so I'm not gonna.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can move 5 more feet and flank, and have
Yeah.
a straight roll.
Okay. First attack is 14 plus 7, so that's 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Second attack is 11 plus 7, so that's 18 to hit.
That one is also going to hit.
All right. Damage for the first attack. Let's see here. 13 points of piercing damage and 2 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And for the second attack, that'll be 11 points of piercing damage and 3 points of cold damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
All right. Sweet. So, as Vent charges up, he's going to run at the beast, getting into a strategic position, and then quickly just bring his pick down on its head and, like, pierce through top of its skull into its brain, then hit it again down into the ground, stepping on its neck and snapping it as he pulls the pickaxe out.
Okay.
Ja! Ha ha! Foul beast died easily, although I am feeling quite bloodied.
Okay, initiative is over.
Well done, fellows. How are you feeling? Oh, he's a wolf.
Yes.
While I am still a wolf, I would like, because I have the keen hearing and smell, I'd like to get a good whiff of the displacer beast and kind of sniff around and see if I can pick up it anywhere else.
It seems like these three were their own hunting party, and there do not appear to be any more. Well, here, roll me perception.
Of course.
Don't roll good. You'll see more.
Hang on a sec. Do I use my perception skill from my character or from the wolf? Because both of them have a perception.
The better one.
It'd be you, right?
The 7
Don't you-
instead of the 3.
It's you instead, but unless the beast has a better one. So yeah, wild shape's nuts. It's really quite nice.
I know. I've only ever played a moon druid in a one shot, and I wanted more. That is a modified 22.
Yeah. This appears to be the displacer beast hunting party. There don't appear to be any more in the general vicinity.
Oh, good. That's a nice thing to hear. I go back over to the party and stand up on my hind legs and then just become an 8-foot tall furbolg right before their eyes.
Well, that is quite the trick you have there.
I know. I had to do it twice.
Well,
I am
it
sad.
was quite a beast that you took down, though. Oh, well, you faced off against that beast. Also, you have this beast. I point to the Quetzalcoatl.
Yes, I whistle for it.
It kind of flies over and it would land on you, but it kind of recognizes that it would crush you, even though you're gigantic.
I'm
Landed-
holding my arm out like a falconer. It just boom right in front of me.
Just crush your arm.
Right.
Brought to the ground.
All right.
Well, that was actually quite hard to deal with. Now that I think about it, ugh, I am not feeling too well.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? Are you folks holding up all right?
I got mangled pretty bad, but I think I'll be alright.
Whew.
Dude.
It might be best to find a place to rest for the night. Whew. Or at least recover a bit before we continue forward.
What time is it now? Is this a nighttime attack?
It's getting dusk-ish. You've probably got about an hour's way into Brookridge, and so You should be able to make it there before full nightfall.
Okay.
Now
I
that
say
we've
we try to do that.
now that we've gone into battle, I think it'd be best to find civilization to bed down in.
Indeed.
Would that be all right with you? Because I could use a bed.
Yes, after an attack like that, it would be nice to recuperate.
All right then. Let's head to brokerage, shall we?
Yes.
I'm going to take another kick at the displacer beast's skull as I pass it.
It kind of just this is being the one that you had kind of your pick kind of pierce its skull. It kind of folds in under your foot a little bit before the kind of flesh has to mellow itself out and it leaks.
I smirk and keep walking.
How good are you guys at riding animals? Would you say?
Riding animals? I don't know. What kind of check was that?
We have this gigantic flying dinosaur for just under an hour.
I don't know if I can fly. I don't know if a flying beast like this can carry us, though.
It's huge.
Looks huge, yes, but I do not know what kind of strength it truly has.
Yeah, +2. Meta.
I don't know. It's an idea. I was going to take my goat, which I'm whistling for now.
Right?
But
Perhaps
if you
the
guys
other
want to
goat.
take the dinosaur,
I could try
How
holding
long-
on to.
How long will it be? Right.
upon casting the spell, it manifests for an hour. And I assume that fight took like 5 minutes. Or, I don't know.
The fight.
How many rounds? Like 4 rounds?
Yeah, rounds make it seem really funky because 4 rounds is like
24 seconds.
yeah.
24 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's like 45, but it's around a minute.
And
at
if walking
most.
there gets us there in an hour, 80 feet of flight, whatever. The idea's out there. Otherwise, it's gonna fuck off into the wild.
I'll try and
55 minutes of
ride
its
the
life.
beast.
Okay, it's friendly to you.
All right. I pet the beast and try to climb up on it.
Make an animal handling check.
Animal handling check.
Yes.
Oh boy, I don't have any wisdom, man. My wisdom is
as
0.
As he's climbing up, I'm using my Furbolg Speech of Beast and Leaf to kind of communicate to the big dinosaur to like just stay calm. We're not gonna hurt you.
So you're trying to help me, basically?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it easier for you to handle.
Can I get like
I don't want
advantage
it to-
with that?
Sure.
All right. Okay, first roll is a 15. So second roll, 13. So 15 total.
Okay. You're able to climb onto its back. You don't really have much to hold on to, so you're just kind of gripping at its long neck.
Yeah, I'm just kind of lying against its back.
Yeah. And
This is
so
kind of awkward, but I suppose it'll be easier than walking.
its wings kind of furl out from the sides, and you kind of look around with a little bit of shock. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it takes off.
All right. Well, I roll a 4, but that's a total of 9.
Okay, yeah, you hold on, but it's just barely as it rockets 40 feet up into the air.
Ah! I did not expect this.
How to train your Quetzalcoatl.
I know, that's just what I was thinking.
As he zooms off, bound to make it in no time, I just turn to the bard, and just and now we walk.
This will be interesting.
Hopefully, this doesn't disappear midway.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if it's an hour walk rest, then it's a 45 minutes.
I cast a really. I just cast one cantrip that requires concentration, and the dinosaur just disappears below him.
Yeah.
You step on a twig, you hurt your foot. You're like, God.
Oh,
What was I thinking about?
concentration.
Oh yeah, the blood
damn it.
hunter. The blood hunter.
You're taking damage. Oh well. Concentration's a fun thing to remember.
Don't worry, I'm only almost dead.
Imagine concentrating on one thing for an hour.
Wait, what is your strength?
My strength?
Yeah.
It's 16.
Okay. Okay, then it's good that the strongest one in the party is the one gripping onto the dinosaur. Then.
Yeah.
Mine's 9.
Okay.
I'm a furbog, so I get 11.
Ooh.
Okay, you begin making your way towards the town in the direction that you were pointed. In the interest of time, Vince, you begin to see the town over the horizon as you are clinging, like you have a death grip on your own arms, kind of on the back of this dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm holding on for dear life.
You begin to see the town kind of rolling over the horizon. You begin to see everyone else. You start to see them kind of move further and further back. You get right now that you understand that you're about 80 feet in the air. It's taking you up.
Don't take me up. Go that way. That way.
It can't understand you.
Oh no.
And you can't point with your fingers without letting go.
Blood dies of fall damage.
Roll me a...
Blood Hunter killed 3 displacer beasts in 5 turns. Killed when the druid made him ride the pterodactyl. I went to get off Mr. Norboros' fun ride.
What do you need?
Roll me a perception check.
All right, straight perception.
Yeah.
6.
You're seeing the town come up, and so you're like, okay, a good amount of time has passed. This isn't gonna last forever. But you're not also exactly sure how much time has passed.
Right.
Maybe it's like an airplane ride where it's like not that long of a flight.
The Quetzalcoatlus will say, you will be arriving within 45 minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts.
I don't have a seatbelt. What's a seatbelt?
We're experiencing some slight turbulence as I demanifest out of existence.
Oh gosh.
I'm aware that you can choose how you travel to this town, and it seems like you've made the wrong choice.
Yeah. Okay, I need... in order to determine this, because it's going to be pretty semantic, I'm going to have... Okay, Quetzalcoatlus is fine for this turn. What would you like to do? Vince, to try and get it to go down.
I'm going to try and shimmy up its neck and kind of push forward so that its head kind of goes downwards a bit.
Okay.
I wonder, if you kill it, does it disappear?
I'm not killing it. I'm just trying to direct it a bit physically.
Although Pebbles is correct, it disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or the spell ends.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to damage it.
Well,
I'm not trying to hurt it.
What I was going to say is, if it doesn't disappear, you could kill it and glide down on it as it falls out of the air.
Just snap its neck and then use its wings as a glider.
If it didn't demanifest.
I'm just trying to guide it.
Okay.
Physically guide it.
Roll me an animal handling check with disadvantage.
All right.
Damn, I thought I said some nice words to it earlier.
On a roll of 10 or higher, its next constitution check will be at advantage.
I got a 7.
Okay. So, test to see if it will demanifest. Success, you are fine.
Right.
It kind of starts... It moves about 10-15 feet down out of the air.
All right, keep going. I'm just going to hold it. And hopefully I can get down to the ground soon.
Go ahead and make another animal handling.
With disadvantage?
No, just straight this time.
Alright.
Because you're doing the same thing.
Oh,
It seems to be working.
Natural 20.
Okay, yes. Okay, so...
Down.
That's good, because otherwise it would have rolled a natural 1 and would have completely poofed out of existence. It is instead going to move a full 40 feet down as it started to move down. So you are 25 feet in the air. A dinosaur that is almost fading out of existence, but not quite yet.
I'm going to try and get it to keep going down, but at a slightly less direct angle. Like, instead of going down at, like, directly, it kind of goes to a diagonal.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. Straight animal handling then now. Just you're on a roll right now. You're on a roll.
All right, 15.
Okay. Once again, another natural 1, but because you had 15, you're doing okay. It begins to kind of level out. It's right now 15 feet above ground.
All right. Can I try? How fast are we going along the ground? Like parallel to the ground? 80 feet?
You just went down 15, so yeah, you just went about maybe 70 feet. Like, it's going fast. This is
man.
Fast dino bird.
How do I get to slow down? Land. I'm going to try and poke its feet with my feet.
Let's do this one at disadvantage, just since you're trying to give it a new command.
All right. Well, that first one was a 19, so second one was a 16.
Okay, not bad.
All right.
Okay, you are now kind of 10 feet above the ground, just skimming over everything. It's not bad, and you're kind of getting up near closer to the town. Maybe you're probably 50, 60, 70 feet away. But it is slowing down considerably.
All right.
And check to demanifest. Nope, it's fine. It's still staying in this plane.
What speed is it at now?
You're probably moving 45, 50 feet per turn.
I'll try once more to get it to land.
Okay.
So, straight roll?
Yep.
All right. 7.
7. Okay. Oh. Okay, so you kind of... So it's flying down, it's slowing down, and kind of just poofs into existence. And you take... I mean, hey, this is far better than it could have been.
I don't know, it depends.
And I'm rolling low. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But
I'm guessing I kind of slide unconsciously into the town.
You're kind of on the outskirts, yeah.
So that was a fun experience.
You've got about 15 minutes before your friends arrive, and well, probably about 10 actually. About 10 minutes before your friends, and here I'll roll a couple of perception checks and investigations because I mean they definitely saw the strange flying creature. Let's see. Okay, that's decent.
I swear, if I died because I was riding the bird, I will kill you all.
Hey, that's my idea.
Can you roll me 2d20, please?
All right.
Don't look at me.
15 and 17.
Okay, so you were able to mostly the ground hurts a lot, but you are mostly stable enough Actually, no. Roll me one more d20. One more d20.
3.
Okay. Like, you definitely have a couple of broken bones. There's blood, bruised, battered. But you are still stable enough
Alright.
to last until either villagers find you or your friends do.
Ah! Why did I ride the bird? I'm just lying there, waiting for people. So, back to you guys. How are you doing? Bet you guys are doing fine. Nothing bad's happening to you, right?
Yeah, find a dandy.
Didn't get bucked off of a bird by that vaporized midair.
It's not, thankfully. I also didn't ride a bird that was going to be vaporized from there.
Yeah. It's always a good idea, but, it's more fun to ride them.
Yeah.
I come back into the room to see Andrew smiling, so something must have gone either good or really wrong.
I'm unconscious
You rolled
after the
3
bird
death saves.
demanifested.
Okay, that was my next question. How is the bird?
It's gone.
It's gone. Oh dear.
So, yeah, luckily I'm not dead, so that's good.
At what height and velocity did it demanifest?
About
Around 10 feet, around 50 miles an hour.
10
or
feet.
50
10
feet.
Yeah.
10 feet's good. 50
50
miles an hour,
feet.
not good.
No, 50 feet per second.
That's
per
falling
turn.
out of a car on the highway.
I was saying 50 feet per round. I don't know how that translates. So it was rough, but like not enough to outright kill me.
Horizontal fall damage.
Mm-hmm. Like, he definitely, it demanifests and he kind of ragdolled onto the ground, but he
How much damage
stabilized
did he
enough.
take?
16.
I took 16, but I only had 8 left.
It's a good thing it didn't kill him outright like the wolf my first session.
Yeah. You know what? I gave you the model 737 Quetzal. Those things love to nosedive. Great in combat, not so good in riding.
Oh my god. Oh,
Jeez.
I can joke about that because when I had to go on an Italy trip in high school, that was the plane they were about to put us on, and then
Oh, man.
that was also the day that they got called from all the runways.
Oh, jeez.
So like the trip got delayed as they scrambled to find new planes.
Huh.
Okay.
So,
So how far away are we from him?
you're about 10 minutes out.
Okay.
Uh,
Common.
Cutting back
Don't-
to you guys, walking casually and riding your goat through the fields, through the plains. You see some prairie dogs in the distance, just popping up, looking at the sun, screaming and running back underground.
I tense up for half a second, and then go back to being relaxed.
Just somewhere in the distance, you feel like something went horribly wrong, and you just psychically just hey, the spell disappeared because I'm no longer concentrating on it.
I suddenly feel like I could focus on something a lot easier.
Exactly.
This is fine.
And you kind of casually approach the town. So it's very much almost like a Wild West kind of town. There's several shops and areas, but it's kind of primarily just one road where everything's on and kind of built around. It's wood, but it's very aged wood. Very dusty kind of, like, got tavern, got a hotel, well, kind of hotelish, living accommodations. You've got some horse stables and just a regular, normal town. You got just the bare necessities, basically.
If it's a
Market
western
area.
town, I can definitely see how the dinosaurs spooked them.
Yeah, just giant dinosaur flying towards them, poofing out of existence,
Well,
dropping
How did
a blood hunter in the middle of the woods. Well, not woods, but in the fields.
All right. So we're riding up to him now.
Uh,
Our unconscious blood hunter friend.
Go ahead and roll a perception or investigation, your choice.
I will roll a perception.
Both of you can.
Modified 22. We should get a dice roller bot in this server and set up like channels for like Saturday and Tuesday games of just like the dice roll channel.
Yeah, I will make a note of that.
Nice spot.
Dice
Yeah.
spot, dice spot.
There's some decent ones.
Oh, there's my notes. Okay. Yes, with relative ease, you are able to find Vents completely sprawled on the ground. One of his arms looking like it's folding in the wrong direction.
Yummy.
Ah, Vince. Glad to see you made it. And as I say this, I'm casting Healing Word on him.
Oh
Now
man,
he's-
the
I don't think
dirt in my mouth.
Healing Word will heal that arm. I think he's
Yeah,
just waking. You
Don't
just
get
woke
too
him.
lively. That's not a big amount of healing you're getting.
Ugh.
And matter of fact, that's a 6.
Well, at least I'm not dead. I did fall and felt almost dead though.
I just look at I just look at Mr. Furbolg here, and I whisper to him in a giant. Yeah, this is your problem.
Do you know Giant?
I whisper back to Giant, I thought it would be fast enough.
It pretty much was. I mean, he's right outside. Like,
He beat us by 10 minutes.
I'm definitely going to need some help getting up. Could I ask for some assistance, gentlemen?
Oh, okay. I get off my goat and help him to his feet.
Thank you. Oh,
I would like to inspect the bent out of shape arm and see just how bent out of shape it still is. Now that I've had the healing spell cast on him.
the healing spell did. It put in a bit of work, but it's. There's just a lot of damage taken.
Broken arm is different than hit points.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's included, but it's not.
It's how like popping your eye is not going to like. You can heal the hit points, but you're not gonna get your eye back anytime soon.
Right.
so it's still pretty mangled.
It's rough, but I mean, like a cure wounds or something like that. It could definitely help fix it. Like it's not an incurable wound.
Well, now I do kind of feel bad. I have lesser restoration.
That would work.
Okay.
That's something like that would work.
I'll cast lesser restoration on you, ending one disease or one condition. I'm gonna end the fucked up arm condition you have. Debuff.
You watch as the arm kind of folds upward and kind of you hear it kind of snap into place.
Loud
Oh.
crunches.
cha! Ooh, that was quite a pain. Ooh, at least it's back to normal. Thank you very much.
Oh, of course, my pleasure.
Also,
To an
your
extent.
bird is the one that dropped me, so I'm still gonna put some blame on you.
Okay.
Very good. I pat him on the shoulder as I kind of limp towards the town.
Okay. You make it into town. The sun's kind of going down. It's dusk basically. What would you guys like to do?
I'm muttering to myself in giant about how I was sure I told it to land.
To be fair, it
Uh,
was,
It was going down, yeah.
but it also can't tell time.
Oh,
Fair. It up until its last point in life, it was happily sailing along.
It has a 2 intelligence.
Should we find an inn?
No, go back. I want to be monkey.
Monkey.
You want to what? You want to be monkey?
I want to be monkey.
But there are no trees. It's a plains.
I can wild shape into multiple kinds of primates. This opens up a lot of doors that most characters
It
wouldn't
just,
have.
just someone can always ask you to return to monkey.
We could save the world, or we could set up a monkey juggling show and just make lucrative stacks of gold.
I don't know. I might like lucrative stacks of gold.
Well, whatever.
Let's find an inn. I could use a place to rest. Are you both on board with that?
Just how urban is this place for a western town?
Like, there are some amenities. It's rough, but it's
Rough.
it's rough. It's very frontiers-esque. Like, there's not much here, but what there is, there's enough. Like, everyone who lives here can get by, but there's also not a lot of people who live here.
A lot of wood construction, no paved roads or anything.
Right. Like, there is a distinct road, but it's not paved or anything. It's just dust.
Just
and dirt.
well trodden upon.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I like this place.
I don't.
Well, I hope you can make a do while we rest.
I was debating sleeping in the woods.
I'm still debating sleeping in the woods.
I think I will try this bed your people have.
Basically a bunch of fur, but soft.
Well, fur is softer.
Well, it is soft, but it's also sometimes softer.
Yes, I
Or
understand.
sometimes it's just fur, because they make beds out of fur. Sometimes. Or feathers.
I'm
Or
used to
springs. Lots of things are actually used.
Okay.
I'll also need you to pay for the room, because I have no money.
What makes you think I have money?
I'm just assuming.
Really, guys? The Furbolg Druid is the one with all the money?
No, I've got money.
Well, I didn't question you.
Though putting it towards a room is not where I expected it to be spent. Instead, I will most likely set up my tent on the outskirts of town.
Okay.
I shall accompany you then.
You're going to sleep outside.
Yes.
Yes.
I have no money. Can't buy a room for myself, but I don't have money.
Wait, how much money do you need? I will loan you the money.
Let me think.
You have the concept of loans.
I mean, I suppose 1 gold will work, and I can just give you the change. I know that.
He supposes he can spend your money. That's what I'm
Oh
hearing.
wait, I forgot. My people place no value in gold. Here's a gold. Just
Hey.
here.
Oh wait, I forgot. I don't care. Here's money.
I'll set up an interest rate for you. 20%. Wait a second. I hate money. Just take it.
Thank you very much.
Furbolg bankers, everybody.
I'll see you in the morning. How about sometime after sunrise?
Okay.
Will that work for you?
Sure. We will find our way into town.
Oh, all right, then I'll go get a room at the inn and just sleep off the pebbles of my shirt.
Okay.
He
Oh.
says, and then just goes to the inn.
One more. Wait.
Oh, good.
One
Yes?
more thing before you go. I cast Goodberry and create 6 berries. Actually,
Oh.
no, I create 8 berries. I give 1 I give 2 to both of you for tonight's dinner and tomorrow's breakfast.
How long do they
Oh.
last? A week?
Oh,
Day? How long do they last?
24 hours.
Okay.
I could be that druid and just cast good berries immediately and then just have 10 healing repositories and just carry it around. But I'm not going to do that.
how much healing do they do?
1 point of healing.
1 point
But
of
if you
healing?
eat 10 at once, that's
It's 10
That's
points
10
of healing.
10 points
Yes.
of healing.
and you are incredibly bloated because they are a day's worth of food.
It's like a sensu bean.
A really crappy sensu bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of healing all of your injuries, it heals a tiny minor cut on your
Yes.
finger.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and I'll be off. Have a good night, gentlemen. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Doing the tip of the head because I don't have a hat, and go to the inn because I am going to sleep and rest and eat my berry.
Okay.
A good berry.
The inn room is going to cost you about 6 silver pieces.
All right, so I put down 1 gold.
You're going to get 4 back. 4 silver.
4 silver back. All right.
You get your room key. Just kind of get to head there. Just,
All right.
it's very,
Oh.
very basic, very common room.
I don't care. Basics are fine for tonight. I just need to lie down, and I proceed to do so. Whew. And now I slip, so that I may recover my health.
Okay. Going over to the camp. What would you guys like to do? I mean, you're pitching your tents and putting up bags and.
I consume one of my good berries and feed 1 to my goat. And I will cast create bonfire and just make a little campfire.
Okay. Fire starts to kind of rustle up. Almost wood kind of folds itself out of the ground and ignites. You now have a nice fire. Pretty nice fire. Although, roll me D100, please.
Please do not tell me I start the forest fire.
That's what I want to know.
D100.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the D100. I'm stupid. 56.
Okay. You were thinking carefully, and with your druidic nature, you find a nice enough outcropping where the fire shouldn't be much of an issue, and so
Good.
you will not burn the civilization down overnight.
The book literally states that is one thing that can get you permanently exiled from your people is starting a forest fire. Okay. Nice and warm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What would you guys like to do overnight? Anything else?
Let me check. Is there anything else I should use with my stuff? I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't even think we need to take watch. So close to people.
If you're so close to the town, we might not need to. I definitely don't need to because I got my own room. I'm so fancy. But I will sleep.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys turn in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So the night kind of passes and sun begins to kind of rise above the horizon, and yeah, seems like a calm and peaceful morning.
As I get up, I'll go find my party members
Okay.
eating
You
another good berry.
what time do you guys
Because
get up? Campers.
Late.
I get
You
up
get up.
right at the rising of the sun.
Okay. Roll me
Clockwork.
a perception check.
That shit's too early, bruh.
I am attuned with the sun. 17.
17. That's good. You notice that. Oh, that's funny. Do you have a tent, or are you just kind of camping out?
I was using whatever the explorer's pack gave me.
A bedroll?
A bedroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a tent.
You have a tent? How'd you get a tent?
I spent my starting gold on it.
Oh, fancy pants. Okay.
You notice that. Brain fart. Hang on a second. You notice that Jav's tent flap is open, and you could have sworn that he closed it last night.
Oh no.
Oh no, someone pooped in my bedroll.
Go ahead and make a perception or survival roll. Actually, no, survival. Go ahead and make survival.
Survival?
Yep.
Okay. Darn, I only get a +4 to this. 18.
Okay. You see kind of where around where your bonfire was last night. Several 3-pronged tracks kind of scampering about. And,
3-pronged tracks.
yeah, like little footprints, almost like chicken feet.
Chicken-sized?
We were robbed
About.
by birds.
Roughly.
Worse. We were robbed by Quetzalcoatlus. So wait, I'm sorry, did you say it was larger than chicken?
Roughly chicken-sized. Well, I mean, they're not big. Hang on a second. Let me... Yes,
In
small.
fact, they're
small.
not medium.
Satyrs leave hoof prints, not bird prints. I check his tent.
He's in there, sleeping. You do see that there's kind of a mess with the packs, and you see a couple of rations kind of strewn around. Jav mark off 3 rations, 3 days worth of rations.
Oof.
And kind of looking around the campsite some more, you see, kind of looking back to where you were, one of your good berry is missing.
No, not the good berry. His or mine?
Yours.
We each had one. No! I will starve to death.
You were raided by kobolds last night.
They yoinked your one berry. They really went through all your
Those
stuff.
bastards. They're gonna heal 1 point.
Joke's on them. I actually don't have rations.
Oh. Well, so that your stuff's just been torn to pieces, and they're if
They ate
quest for
scraps of
food.
leather.
Did they eat my paper or ink?
No. they
Your
don't.
50-foot hempen rope.
You,
No,
you
I
just
don't.
have
I
stuff.
don't even have 50-foot hemping rope.
You just have stuff scattered all over your tent.
Are you
Oh,
an
And you can
adventurer?
see some small claw marks into
No,
the
I'm
leather
not
of your
an
bags and
adventurer.
such.
What the hell gave you the thought that I was an adventurer?
Yeah, you're right. Well, we've been raided by kobolds.
The raccoons
Yeah, well.
of the fantasy world.
If they had to raid us, then they probably needed it more than we did. Now that I am awake, my first course of action is to find a nearby river or stream and bathe in it.
Okay.
the Furbolg, the cleanliest of
at
all
6:05
races.
in the morning.
There definitely isn't a river.
Darn.
You can see that there's kind of a well out back behind town.
Nah.
You might be able to get some
Bathe
water
in the
from
well.
You might be able to get water from the well.
Bathe in the well.
I'll just walk it off.
Okay.
Okay. I go back and I don't know. I'll just stay at the campfire or just at the camp and just kind of chill until he gets up.
As I wake up at 9-ish, not at dawn.
I've been here for like 2 hours, just waiting because I said we're gonna get up. I was going to meet up with you after the sun rose.
Okay, well, I get up and I get really confused until I see the footprints outside, and then I put everything back where it should be in the chest, my little tiny chest in my backpack. That holds all my stuff, and then I'm going to pull out a kit full of little beakers and burners and put it over by the campfire and heat some liquid up.
What are
Okay.
you doing?
Pouring things in.
It takes a little bit to reignite some of the coals from last night, but completely doable.
Okay.
I can create bonfire again. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. Might burn the forest.
Can roll more D100. Who knows?
I am only partially a gambling man. What are you making with those beakers?
Just some tools of the trade.
You're making some kind of hunting poison.
You
Who
could
said
say
that?
that, yeah.
Can I roll can I roll something to identify what it is visually?
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception. Perception's a good one.
Perfect.
Actually, no. Do you have proficiency with a poisoner's kit?
No, I have proficiency with herbalism.
Herbalism will work.
Okay. So, I rolled a 14. What do I add to that? My proficiency
Wisdom.
bonus?
Wisdom and proficiency.
Oh, yeah, baby! That is a 21.
You get an idea of the kind of different alchemical properties and such of whatever he's brewing.
So as I see you say tools of the trade, and
You're familiar with some of the plants and such that are going in.
I realize that you're mixing all the poisonous, body paralysis, mind-numbing stuff. I just kind of get a long face and I just kind of look at it and then look at you and shrug my shoulders and go back to petting the bird.
I just look at him, noticing that he knows what I'm making, and I just go,
I know exactly. You were putting in all the poison mushrooms. What is wrong with you?
Nightshade. Still mixing.
Well, I am going into town to see our blood hunter friend. He is.
I'm right here.
He already came out. He met.
I've been here for 2 hours. Did you not see me come?
No.
He's been sitting right next to you for literally 2 hours, too.
I'm the one who said that and who commented on his vials.
I have been so focused on this bird.
This bird.
Well, good
What
for you.
bird?
I told you when you came out, you saw me with like a little bird on my finger. I was just talking to it.
Oh. Quite friendly. Good conversation.
I can't understand what it's saying, but I think it likes me because it's been on my finger for 3 hours. All right. So we're awake.
Yes, you
That's
are.
more than can be said about the displacer beasts. Am I right?
That is very
That's
true.
true. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
I suppose we should do something today.
Would you like to go forth and continue on your journeys?
continue on our adventure towards
Tier, yes.
Tier.
Okay.
I would be fine with that, or we could check around town for anything.
Do you need anything?
Um, Not really, but I was just wondering if you all had any info in the town. I suppose you don't usually.
I'm not really craving anything that I can't get in the wilds, but you can go if you want.
Hmm. I'll be fine. I have enough to last. After that rest, I'm feeling much better.
Okay. So, today is a relatively uneventful day as far as moving forward. Yeah, no. You continue forward through the majority of the day. Just it's a very relaxing and quiet and calm walk. Just moving forward. When it comes to be about nightfall again, you suspect based on the scale of the map that you had seen, and you have got about a day's worth of travel until you get to Tier.
All right.
Nothing really remarkable caught your eye, so you can just kind of pitch camp, just relax, take it easy. It's just
All
a
right.
long day of travel.
Well, that was a good day of rest and travel, and then rest again.
It was a long
Um,
day of travel.
It's 10:11 right now. Are you want to wrap up the session, or?
I can wrap up. I can continue going. It's entirely up to you guys.
My
Good.
first class tomorrow is at 2 p.m.
I don't have class.
Well, I'm probably gonna want to get up.
Okay.
And really.
We won't hold you hostage.
All right. Is it okay if I head out then?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right. Sorry about that, but thanks. That was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Trying to you have to get used to the setting and all that.
Yep. Completely homebrew, so.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Something exciting and most of the time weird is always fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll head out now. I'll see you guys later.
Yep. See you later.
All right. See you. See you next week.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that was fun. I'm happy I get to enjoy Moon Druid at a higher level and in a campaign setting, and not a setting where I have 3 fights and then I die.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I don't really want to advance without everyone here, so I guess we'll
No, that's
call it
fine.
for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, well, see you guys next week as we continue the journey to Tier and finding out about the beacon and whatever else you might find of interest there. Surely
Thank
a
you.
large port city on a salt cliff has some secrets and intrigues of its own.
All right. I will see you Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
actually, I just thought of one more thing. Remember I said I had a friend who might be interested in joining this?
Yep.
Talking to him, he has a class that can sometimes go late to the point where it would conflict with this. So he's unsure about his availability, but he is still interested in this. So I'll just tell you whenever things seem to work out for him.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, no, because this will be a kind of a... I don't want to say casual, but like if you need to come and go, different mission board posts will be up and available. So we can always work around and say that he's done some things in the background or that kind of comes and goes with the party.
Yeah.
I have my ways of working around schedules.
Yeah, talking to him, it sounded like he was interested in playing a Tempest Cleric that he intended to play once but never got the chance to. But
Okay.
I don't know, that might be different.
Cool.
Furthermore, it was either Dragonborn or Lizard Folk that he wanted to play for it.
Okay.
I don't want to get your hopes up too much.
That's it. That's all good. I know I have my Dragonborn right up in the chat, so.
I still need to
it's
read deeper into
Mhm.
the significance of that. I took Draconic as a known language just for safety.
Yeah. Wise too, I suppose.
4 languages.
It's a buff in basically every way, so there's that, I guess.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna head out.
Yep.
Thanks again.
Mhm.
See you.
Can you send me your character sheets just so I can kind of have them to reference and look through?
I believe I sent you mine. The only thing that's not included is the racial traits and the mobile feat, which I have on the back, and the spell list, which, yeah, as a druid, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be changing constantly.
Yep, I see it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then if you think of anything else backstory-wise, feel free to send it to me. I can work a lot of things in. I've actually pretty much got everything that's been sent to me so far in.
Yeah, thanks for looking at what I sent you today. Sorry it took me up till now.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
All right, I'll see you Saturday.
Yep.
All right.